Round one, fight!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tournament Fights. This is episode number 86, and tonight we are talking best movies of 2018, part 2, and this is our ladder series. Which, if you wonder what the ladder series means, it just means that when we finally get to the championship, because we're doing a 3-part series, the Elite 8 from the championship will advance to face the movies of 2017, because we're counting down, so we'll have 8 that'll move on every time. So and we did a part 1 yesterday. We got our part 2 tonight, and so the Sweet 16 of both of those will be in a championship episode tomorrow night, and will just be a half bracket of 32. And just to tell you which ones made it from the movies of 2019 that you might see here. Some we saw yesterday. There'll be a few more here tonight. We will have Ford v Ferrari, Uncut Gems, Marriage Story, Booksmart, Avengers Endgame, Midsommar, The Peanut Butter Falcon, and 1917. So you may see some of those movies pop up. But yeah, I'm your host tonight, Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson, and we'll go ahead and we'll introduce our crew for tonight. So joining us first, we have Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. I'm still salty about Endgame losing to Deadpool 2, but so I'm probably going to be a little bit vengeful against the movies today.
Well, I think it was a case of like people just wanted to see something a little different because his Endgame's always in there. So yeah, I think that was probably it. I mean, that was my reasoning, anyways, personally. But yeah, and we also have joining us the Wolfman, Michael Wolfman. How's it going?
Oh, what is up, everyone? We are in the round 2 of this championship. Very exciting. 2018 was a great year for film, and some of these films that we will be talking about today are some of my favorites of that year. So I'm definitely looking forward to this.
And hopefully it'll be a lot better movies than what we got in the last tournament, because we had a lot of duds and like ones that weren't really that great. So the ones that were really good had an easy path. They just sailed right to the championship, really. Or
yeah, I want some tough matches. So
yeah.
Yeah.
We should. But we also have joining us Jacob Barber. How's it going?
What is up, Jacob?
Yep. Or B Rabbit that we were calling the other night because of the hoodie from 8 Mile. But and then last but certainly not least, we have Jordan Owens. How's it going?
Oh wait, that's not my gimmick. Sorry, that was his. Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy to be
copyright.
Here. Oh no, he's gonna sue me. Cease and desist.
What? There's a little intro music there. Yeah. And we'll also have Austin Pez Howell joining us shortly. He's just wrapping up some work, so he may be here in a half hour to an hour or something like that. So, but we'll go ahead.
I hate dogs.
And we'll get started. Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with dogs. I'll say that. But yeah, Malcolm, he was kind enough to create the brackets for this series, so he'll be running the bracket, so I can just sit back and relax and just be comfortable and not have to worry too much about anything. So
hopefully we won't get a Who Framed Roger Rabbit inside of a 2018.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm just kidding. But, yeah.
He shared the list with me, so there shouldn't be any of that. But
yeah, I'm just referring to that one like time whenever that was still left over from the last tournament, and we had like Who Framed Roger Rabbit versus like some other movie. I forget what.
yeah. But we do have Austin tuning in. He says best movies, because based on last night, 2018 was not a great year. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's gonna get much
the
better.
best, all the best. Jordan sent me the list. Literally, all the best movies of 2018 were saved for this episode. So it's like, so it's interesting. But, yeah.
Well, it's like everyone too. And like Brian, he said, I wonder what Ted's will be in this bracket. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll explain how it's going to work for anyone who's seen the show before. It might be new. Basically, we take 28 movies of thanks of 128 movies of 2018. We put them in a randomizer, so they're all in completely random order. Then we split that in half. We did the first 64 for part 1 last night that you can tune into. That's up on the channel now, and tonight will be the second half of that 128, and then the Sweet 16 from each of these brackets will be in the championship tomorrow night. So, and we just vote, just round by round. It's just straightforward and simple. You just be presented with each matchup, and you just vote. And you do have to vote no matter what, even if you haven't seen both of the movies. We like to have a little fun here on Tournament Fights. You can vote for literally any reason. I try to be a little more serious personally, and maybe for other people, I would encourage that. But really, at the end of the day, you can vote for whatever reason that you want. But I just do it for these yearly ones, just because I want to see how far some of these movies can actually make it. Because since it's a ladder series, there's certain movies I want to see how far they can match up against all these different years of movies. So we'll see what happens.
And from now on, we're calling that the Army of the Dead rule. If you want to play the Army of the Dead rule, you guys can. Because that's what happened. We were just voting on Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead made it far in the last bracket. We a little wacky sometimes, but it's fun. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring up the bracket here, and we'll jump into it. So we got the bracket here, so we'll see what the first match is.
Oh my God!
Night School versus Won't You Be My Neighbor.
This is the hardest matchup already.
Is this what it was last night? Because holy shit, is this easy?
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of like a come on. I don't know if anyone's gonna even vote for Night School, but I mean, we could.
Are any of us? Honestly, I don't even know if we need to put an argument in here. But we could still do it. I mean,
we could save some time. If anyone's not gonna make any argument for Night School, we'll just advance. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah, I mean, anyone got an argument for Night School?
No, I'll tell you how it sucks. It's uneven. It feels sloppily edited. It's sadly the only screenplay that Kevin Hart actually added to. Weirdly enough, too. It's not a good movie. And Won't You Be My Neighbor is a great doc.
Been nominated in one Best Documentary, but.
I got
it was snubbed, wasn't it? Isn't that like the point?
It was so
But Night School, I will say that I got a few laughs from Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart and their crew, but not enough to really care that much about it.
Okay. Now this next one.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
This here going up against Venom.
This is easy. Oh my God.
We can go around the panel this time, so we'll start with Jordan. Which one you got here?
Well, unfortunately, I'll be the first one to say it tonight. I started You Were Never Really Here. I meant to finish it because I do like Joaquin and heard it's kind of a brutal but good movie. Didn't finish it, though. So, unfortunately, Venom will get my vote here. It's a fun flick. Has its problems. Not totally my Venom, but good movie.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
So, You Were Never Really Here. Since this is the first round, do I have time to just kind of like, for those who don't know what it is, or like what the hell is that, just to kind of talk about it, because I'm very
you can kind of explain what.
So what this is, it's about this Joaquin, my favorite actor. So I have a little bit of a bias there. He plays this veteran named Joe, who for a living he goes and pretty much saves abducted girls. And so that's like his thing. It's like he gets assigned these missions from people to go and save girls in trafficking or something like that. And so whenever he finds this one girl, he ends up kind of almost, he has a much closer kind of almost father kind of figure relationship with her, and they both go on this journey together. But you also it's a character study about him trying to deal with the trauma that he has had to deal with from not only the war but also from his parents, as he had a very abusive father and all that. So you get a lot of backstory to his character, plus she's a character with a lot of trauma because of what she had to go through. So there's these two characters who are dealing with traumatic events in their lives coming together to try to make themselves better. And it's a really beautiful story. And yes, it's violent. It's super like sadistic in some of its violence, but it's like so well done. And it's a film that really has a lot to say. And the only thing going against it, though, is it is so fucking bleak. Like, this film is so bleak to the point that it's like you almost can't rewatch it that often. It is so hard to rewatch. Like, and I rewatched it again before this stream, and it is, to me, maybe not my favorite, because favorite, and like I always feel like favorite has that enjoy factor to it, because I don't really enjoy watching this one that much, but it's, to me, I think the best movie of 2018. It hands down, from its themes, from its filmmaking. It uses visual storytelling, because there's really not much of a script in this movie. It's really, a lot of it is visual storytelling, and so it is for you to kind of look at and encapsulate yourself, and it's really well done. So to me, if you guys love Drive and if you guys love Taxi Driver, this is sort of in that vein. And it also has like hints of other movies thrown in. Plus, it also is sort of, you guys are wondering why Joaquin was so good as the Joker. Well, this movie was his audition for the Joker. He literally has some moments where he's like full on crazy. So while also delivering a very subtle and nuanced performance. So yeah, You Were Never Really Here. It's a masterpiece. It is phenomenal. I highly recommend it. Venom kind of sucks ass. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with You Were Never Really Here. This might not make it because none of you other guys have probably seen it, but it is but it should be like in the championship. It is so good.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, You Were Never Really Here is a very solid movie. Joaquin gives an outstanding performance. Yeah, it's brutal. It's violent. Venom, I have fun with it. I think Tom Hardy as Venom is a lot of fun. I love the sort of buddy comedy thing they got going with Venom and whatever his real name is. I can't remember right now. Eddie Brock. I kind of dig it. I like the sequel, but that's not what we're talking about. I like this character, but if we're going with the better movie, even though I would probably rewatch Venom before I rewatch You Were Never Really Here, You Were Never Really Here is the better movie.
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen You're Never Really Here. It does sound interesting and sounds like something I'd like. But that being said, I have a lot of fun with Venom. I do really enjoy it. I haven't seen the sequel yet. I haven't got around to it. But Venom is definitely better than Morbius. Not that it's a high bar or anything. But just because I have fun with Venom and I haven't seen You're Never Really Here, I'm going to go Venom and force George to make the decision.
Well,
Make Papa proud, Jordan.
I think the Venom is like leaps and bounds better than Morbius. Morbius sucks, but Venom I do have a lot of fun with. I mean, it's still not the Venom that I was really looking for. Like, I still think it's kind of weird. Like, just some of the dialogue was really off, like a turd rolling in the wind, or like just some stupid lines that they came up with, and I mean, it's okay, but I mean, I think Venom just just plays more when like Eddie Brock can go up against Spider-Man and like and like other people from that world. And I do think that it will eventually happen. So we'll just have to see when it happens. But and I haven't seen we're never really there, but I mean it sounds really, really good. And I do love Joaquin Phoenix when he gets paired with a director I actually like minus his PTA movies that he's done. I'm not a big fan of those ones, but I think they're pretty pretentious. But this one sounds pretty good. So I just think just because I didn't really love Venom, I think I'll vote for You Were Never Really There. Yeah, give it some love.
Yeah,
and we'll see what's next. American Animals. Ooh, I guess Uncut Gems. Okay. All right. So, Wolfman, you'll be first.
I think what you mean is Uncle John's. If you guys know that. But no, for me, I have actually not seen American Animals. That was one of the ones I wanted to catch up on. I caught up on 4 movies before this stream, and that was not one of them, unfortunately. I wanted to watch that, but I didn't get the chance to. It sounds really good. I have friends who even have it as like their favorite movie of that year. So it sounds really good. I do want to check it out. But Uncut Gems, though, is just phenomenal all around. It is intense, anxiety-inducing. Another one that I don't really rewatch that often because of that. But man, it is so good. Adam Sandler's one of his best performances. So I gotta go with Uncut Gems.
Yeah. Sound good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I also haven't seen American Animals, so I'm gonna go with Uncut Gems here. It's just really good. Adam Sandler gives an outstanding performance. I was hoping to see him nominated, but 2018 had some pretty good acting performances, so can't be too mad. But Uncut Gems, it's actually my second favorite Adam Sandler movie, so I'll give it an easy vote here.
Nice.
Sounds good. And Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I also haven't seen American Animals. I'm going to give my vote to Uncut Gems.
Yeah, well, I mean, 2018 had some like pretty solid nominees, but actually, now that I look at it, actually no, I was looking at the year before. This year did not have like great nominees. Austin actually broke it down. So these are your best picture nominees, which I think Uncut Gems beats every single movie on this list. But they have Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Black Panther, Black Klansman, Green Book, Vice, A Star Is Born, and Roma. I think Uncut Gems is better than every single one of those. So
the only two that like Uncut Gems like at all like could actually have competition with as far as quality is Roma and The Favorite, in my opinion. But
I think you're both high.
But I do though think Uncut Gems is incredible though. And that was the worst year for like best picture nominees in a while. I remember I watched one of the other films we're going to talk about soon, If Beale Street Could Talk. I remember like after I watched that, I literally said like fuck you Academy for like nominating Bohemian Rhapsody and not this. It was like so many of those type of movies. It was ridiculous. But,
it's one of those years where I thought maybe even Black Panther could have won it. Like it's kind of crazy if you think about it. But I've not seen American Animals, but I mean I'm a huge Evan Peters fan. I mean he's in the conversation with a lot of people now for that Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix, which is brutal. But and then Barry Keoghan too. I'm curious to see what he does with the Joker, so we'll see. But I gotta give it to Uncut Gems, and like I feel like Uncut Gems was like like an anxiety attack like the whole time. I was like grabbing my armrest, just like squeezing him like the whole entire time because he's making one bad decision after the next, and like leaving you on edge. You hope he's gonna make the right decision. And also too, shout out to my boy Kevin Garnett, my favorite basketball player of all time. Like I can almost never vote against him, so I gotta go Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
So,
and by the way, Uncut Gems couldn't have been nominated for Best Picture for 2018 because it's a 2019 movie.
oh, you're right.
That's the biggest part that's really holding it against that.
Yeah,
That's why it's
Yeah.
one of the latter series. Okay, but
yeah.
So-
It's still though was
Yeah.
better than some of the 2019 Best Picture nominees that it could.
and also too, like even though like it,
well, that was
like
really
it,
good year.
it's like 2019 made it onto this. It's better than all the 2018 nominees still. I'll still say that. But Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, Uncut Gems is a banger. It's why it's made it this far. I'm going to show some love to American Animals, though. Go check this out. You already mentioned Evan Peters, Barry Keoghan, 2 of the 4 kids. It's a heist gone wrong. Hey, one of those heists that never go right. Am I right, everybody? It's great. I love it. It's another one that's kind of like in the vein of Uncut or Wish You Never Hear It. It gets gritty. They make some really bad decisions here, but it's so well done. Bit of a documentary focus to it as well. And shout out to my friend Fedor Steer, who's Udo Kier's like main henchman in the movie. You can also find Fedor in Hunter X on Tubi, which better be on Tournament Fights Best of 2022 series. Hunter X, I'm nominating it now.
Sure, yeah.
Wasn't that movie made in 2016 though?
But if you look, it has a 2022 release. So we're not the only one that happens to.
Yeah, and if you want to see a heist gone right movie, you got to watch like some like Ocean's 11 or something like that, you know. But
I don't like a movie where like the first 20 minutes of the heist and the rest is just like a rom-com because they get away with it and everything's fine.
yeah, but it'll be Uncut Gems moving on. So next we got Uncle Drew going up against mid-90s. This one's pretty easy, but we can go around the panel. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I actually like both these movies. One I like a little bit more. That is mid-90s. I think it's very well done. I think Jonah Hill knocked it out of the park with his directorial debut. But I have a lot of fun with Uncle Drew. It's it's not out there to win awards or do any of that. It's just out there to be a good time, and I had a good time watching it. I'm not gonna hate on it, but yeah, mid-90s. I don't remember the name of the kid actor in that movie, but he's really solid. Lucas Hedges.
All I remember him as is boy, because that's what Kratos calls him when God of War.
Malcolm's gonna look it up for us.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have it open as a tab.
Sonny Selleck.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him in anything.
So if
recently,
if you don't want when seeing every tab you open, you can close out real quick and you can do it as like there's like another format. You just share a tab and
it's fine.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say it just in case you want to do some stuff in the background, but yeah, Malcolm, what do you think?
I started watching Uncle Drew. I'm about 8 minutes and 54 seconds in. But I mean,
well, you've seen the best part.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy mid-90s, and one of these movies has got Corey Irving's in it, so I'm going to go vote mid-90s.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving's kind of polarizing. I mean, but I don't know. I won't get into the whole NBA and politics or sports and politics stuff, but yeah, for Uncle Drew overall though, I actually have a lot of fun because I think that like it might appeal more to people who are NBA fans. You like seeing like Kyrie Irving or like Shaquille O'Neal or like Reggie Miller, some of those guys just kind of doing their thing, So it's fun, but there's no mid 90s. I was actually able to squeeze in mid 90s right before we went live tonight, and that movie rocks. That movie was so good, and yeah,
so you did end up watching it because
yeah, I actually did end up watching it. Yeah,
nice.
So and has a great score by Atticus. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. Yeah, and I think that it was pretty funny and like really appealed to a lot of nostalgia stuff, all the stuff that he had all over his room, and like using the like Discman and like I don't know, a lot of like VHS stuff. You see like I don't know, just a lot of the properties. He had Ninja Turtles like sheets and all that stuff. So that all appeals big to my nostalgia. So I'll vote for mid 90s. Yeah. Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't hate Uncle Drew. Actually, I liked it more than I kind of thought it would. Little Ro Howery, who's usually the kind of the sidekick, best friend. I thought did a decent job here as a lead. It's not great, you know what I mean? The last kind of worked in as it goes, but it's watchable. But mid 90s, yeah, it's a really cool intimate look of that kind of era, which is interesting now that it's become nostalgic. The 90s.
Yeah.
It's shot well. Good kid performances here. Lucas Hedges, you got his different side you've seen of him than in other movies. And yeah, it's a really cool, interesting flick so far. Jonah Hill's only kind of narrative story so far. I hope he does more. Mid 90s gets my vote.
Oh yeah, the mid 90s version made me laugh pretty hard. Like his friend that he's like hanging out with. He's like, yeah, he's like, I smoke, I skateboard, I fuck bitches. I'm basically the shit. So you want to learn everything from me, Just a lot of those random things like made me laugh pretty good. So yeah, but Wolfman, would you go for here?
Yeah, which by the way, there's an actress in mid 90s. I'm blanking on her name, but she was in the awful alien movie.
Catherine Waterston.
Catherine Waterston, yeah. I was
Okay.
I was like watching it and I was like, what has happened to Catherine Waterston? Like she had a streak of like Inherent Vice, Alien Covenant garbage, and then had like mid 90s and all these other movies, and then just I
And
don't know,
Fantastic Beasts.
and Fantastic Beast. Yeah, I guess that's the most recent thing she's been doing. I guess
Yeah.
is that because like she was kind of big and then she just kind of fell off the map. I don't know. I just kind of noticed that, but yeah, I have not seen Uncle Drew, and I watched mid 90s for the first time tonight to get ready for this stream, and I actually went to the Dollar Tree. This was like a couple months ago. I just never watched it. I was like, oh, I can watch it for the stream, but it was I got a $1 Blu-ray for it because the Dollar Tree does the like Dollar Tree Blu-ray and DVDs. So I got a $1 Blu-ray of mid 90s. So I was like, oh, dope. Okay, so
Nice. That's cool.
and
That's always
I love A24 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll pick that up, and I watched it, and yeah, I think it's great. I love the way it was shot, like a 90s film. And the way that it, for me, this wasn't nostalgic for me in the 90s. This is more nostalgic for me in like the 2010s, because my rebellious phase was during that time, and I could actually kind of relate to some of the rebellious phase of what this movie was giving, and I thought it was really interesting, and I love the camaraderie of the whole group. Yeah, it's a great movie. Jonah Hill knocked it out of the park, and like Jordan said, I hope he does more. So, really great.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, it'll be mid 90s.
Yep. I
So
will
we
say
got
there was
that.
another movie coming up in this one which that Sunny Sullick was in. So
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Ooh, the Miseducation of Cameron
Speaking of
Post up
which-
against the house with the clock in its walls. There you go. Yeah, so we'll start with Malcolm this time. What do you got?
Yeah, so I mean, this is actually slightly tough for me because because I
Isn't
had
this the other
seen-
Sunny movie?
Yeah.
The house with the clock in the walls is the
Didn't
other
take
movie.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because like House with the Clock in the Walls is really good. And I actually watched Miseducation of Cameron Post for the first time, sort of recently for this. And it's also a really good movie, but they're just both really close together for me. But I'm going to go for the one that I was actually surprised by it, and I think it really does do a lot. And I think House of the Clock is really good series. House of the Clock in its rules. Eli Roth's first PG film.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
that's a recent ASAT question.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say that I didn't quite have enough time to get to the miseducation of of Cameron Post. I was debating whether to watch that or mid '90s. I just went with mid '90s, so I'll get to
You
it
made the
eventually.
right choice.
Yeah. Yeah. This seemed overall to get slightly better reviewed, but not much as far as the reviews go. But
I actually prefer Miseducation Cameron Post just by a hair, but
okay,
I think
yeah. But
Spoilers for your vote.
yeah, but the house with the clock in its walls was actually a pretty fun time. Like I had a good time with it, and yeah, like it's one of the few Eli Roth movies that I actually like, and like I like Eli Roth movies where he actually appears on camera, like this or Inglourious Bastards and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna vote for A House with the Clock in Its Walls. Jordan.
Yeah, unfortunately, got to go with the one that I've seen. Never got around to Miseducation of Cameron Post. Just didn't seem to do much for me, and kind of fell by the wayside. I'm gonna also go for my favorite Eli Roth movie. I just double checked; it's my favorite movie of his, House with the Clock in His Walls. I don't think he's made a better film before or since.
That's really not saying much. I mean, but
yeah.
but you know,
Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
and hey, how do you know I spoiled my vote? What if like I just said I preferred Miseducation to Cameron Post, but what if I think House of the Clock in Its Walls is like one of the best movies of 2018?
Yeah,
I don't know if it is because I actually haven't seen it, so
I'm
not
confused by
gonna
that
go-
logic. You just blew my mind.
I'm not gonna go with the House of the Clock in Its Walls only because I haven't seen it, but I do like the only reason I didn't watch it is because it was Eli Roth, and I just do not like Eli Roth. But then it also has my favorite actress, Kate Blanchett, in there, so I'm like, I probably should watch it at some point because of that. But I did get around to watching Miseducation of Cameron Post before this because it was streaming on Peacock. I was able to watch it, and it was I thought this film was really good. It's in like my top like 20 or 15 of that year. It was a very well done movie, and Chloe Grace Moretz and all the friends you really like they have great chemistry. They all have great performances. I think the writing is exceptional, and I think it's a very important film. Like it's way more important than House on Clock and Walls. House on Clock and Walls is fun, I'm sure, but like this has to do with conversion camps, and I've never been to conversion camp, but I could relate to this movie. There was definitely some things in there I could relate to. So for me, I'm gonna have to go with Miseducation of Cameron Post. I just thought this film was all around just really well done. So
yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this is an easy one because I haven't seen The Miseducation of Cameron Post either. So I'm gonna go with The House with the Clock in Its Walls. It's a pretty fun movie. I had a lot of fun with it. So
Yeah. So it'll be The House with the Clock in Its Walls. All right.
dang, I'm like the only one that voted for. Okay.
Yeah, shoot. But so we got next The Grinch going up against Bad Samaritan. Okay, cool. Yeah. So it'll be me first. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what Bad Samaritan even is because I haven't seen it. So
I'm also wondering what that is.
It's that movie
Yeah,
with
yeah.
David Tennant. Like David Tennant was in it, and it's some like he's playing an assassin or some shit. I don't know. I never
Damn,
watched.
was
yeah,
2018 that
I'm
low
looking
of
at it.
movies?
Look it up, yeah.
It was like
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
yeah.
And I never saw the Grinch either. Just not my thing. I just prefer the old school animated one from the '60s. But I mean, at some point I'll maybe get around to it. Like if I'm with like hanging out with family and they're like, hey, you want to watch this Grinch? I'll say sure. But am I going to put it on my own free will? Probably not. So, but yeah. Just because the Grinch is, I guess, a more recognizable character, I'll still vote for it. Why not? So, Jordan.
Yeah, you should have sent me this list. I'm sure we could have found something better than Bad Samaritan. I like David Tennant,
Yeah.
and I have no idea what this thing is.
Yeah.
So yeah, by default, the Grinch, which I do like this Grinch to a degree. Shout out to Scott Mosier, the director, who is Kevin Smith's longtime producer, making his directorial debut on this one. Yeah, so Grinch all
Yeah.
day.
Sure. Well, Wolfman, what do you think?
Question, because I didn't really get a chance to really participate in the last round. Was the 2018 movie "Don't Worry, You Won't Get Far on Foot"? Was that on the last episode?
We put that on the poll. It didn't get it. People.
Yeah, that's
one of the ones on the
it
chopping
didn't
block.
get voted.
Again, man, send me
Okay.
this list. 'Cause there's no way that's not on here. But this is.
That should have replaced Bad Samaritan.
Hell yeah.
That is
Hell
that is
yeah.
an actual like. Great
I will with
movie.
my.
I will say, I think
It was based on the
Bad
community
Samaritan
votes,
was
so-
also on that poll, and people wanted to see this one in here.
People
over
thought
it.
this was the Sylvester Stallone movie. Guaranteed, no one voted for this movie,
Yeah.
knowing it's this movie.
Yeah. It's like I remember like a trailer came out for the movie, and I don't even remember what the trailer was. Like it was like that forgettable. And so for me, I guess like I honestly haven't even seen The Grinch either because that movie looked atrocious from the trailers. But I'm gonna have to go with The Grinch, I guess, because I don't even know what the fuck Bad Samaritan even is.
It did make $3 million at the box office.
Whoa!
Yes.
That's so
But-
much money. My mind is blown.
But what was the budget? That's what I want to know. But Jacob,
I'm gonna go with Bad Samaritan because you guys are kind of being dicks to it.
yeah, sure. Malcolm,
Yeah, I watched Bad Samaritan today. It's actually a really good movie. And David Tennant is great in it. Like the plot basically is about the character, the Bad Samaritan, who is a parking valet who burgles the houses of drives his services, only to discover one of his rich customers is a serial killer. So, I mean, it's actually a really fun movie. But Austin's not here, so I'm going to play the fun director game because it was directed by Dean Devlin, who has only directed one other movie before this, Geostorm.
Ooh.
Okay, you're telling me that the people wanted a Geostorm directed movie over the guy who directed fucking Goodwill Hunting.
I mean, again, I don't think anyone would put that much logic into it.
Yeah,
I mean,
to
to be fair, people probably did not know what "Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot" is because that was another movie that was really.
yeah,
Yeah.
didn't know much about that.
It's a good flick with a tremendous cast.
But that being said, I mean, the Grinch is going to go through regardless of what I vote, so I'm going to vote Bad Samaritan.
Sure,
But I mean, the Grinch is actually really fun. Like, if you haven't seen it, I'd say give it a shot because it's actually a fun adaptation of it. So yeah.
well, it's got to be better than the Jim Carrey Grinch for sure. I'm just not a fan of that one.
No, you watch your
Not
mouth.
like that.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
be nice to my movie.
It's on par.
All right, fair enough.
Oh
Yeah.
God, this is hard. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
this is a good matchup.
if Bill Street could talk versus the favorite, yeah. So it'll be Jordan first.
Which one? Me or you?
Me, no, not you.
Yay, good. Because I don't want to be the first jerk that said I never saw if Beale Street could talk. So I gotta
you're
go for
going
the
to be.
favorite.
Yeah.
So the favorite gets my vote.
Sure, sounds good. Wolfman.
No, I did watch If Beale Street Could Talk, and even though I said this is a hard matchup, it's only because like I loved If Beale Street Could Talk, but it wasn't like as much beloved for me as The Favorite. The Favorite is while You Were Never Really Here is the best movie of 2018 in my opinion. I thought The Favorite is my personal favorite movie of 2018. I thought the movie was exceptional, was really brilliant, well done, and so I really do love The Favorite. But both of these should have been Best Picture nominees. I'm just throwing that out there. If Beale Street Could Talk should have been nominated for Best Picture instead of Bohemian Rhapsody and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. 2018 was a weird year for Oscars. I'll say that.
that's true. But yeah. So I guess I will go with The Favorite as well.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
I'm in the minority on The Favorite. I thought it was okay. It just didn't really stick with me as much. I think if Beale Street Could Talk was a fantastic movie. I do agree that it should have been nominated for Best Picture. There's a couple I would have taken out for it. Specifically, the winner. That one still baffles me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give my vote to if Beale Street Could Talk.
Oh, and by the way,
What won again?
it was
Green
Green
Book.
Book. But get this. So
Yeah,
I
it's Green
actually
Book. Yeah.
I can disclose this information now because it's been years. But I talked to a member of the Academy because I actually know someone who is part of the Academy, and I talked to them, and guess what? Actually, was second place to win. It'll make you grateful that Green Book actually won Best Picture because guess what was second place?
The Bohemian.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody
yeah.
would have won if Green Book didn't win Best Picture.
I would have been. I don't understand the hate for Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's a very mediocre concert film to me.
And how they changed history a lot is really
because they would have done it and like delved into all the darker stuff. We would have had Sacha Baron Cohen playing Freddie Mercury instead.
That version sounded way cooler.
Yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
I believe Jacob is next.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jacob. Yeah, for some reason you had like spoke and I like thought you voted. Jacob.
Do you want me to vote for if Beale Street Could Talk twice?
Okay.
So
I thought you voted.
reason...
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have sworn you voted. You're throwing me off, Malcolm. You're up.
I mean, I'm throwing myself off to be fair. But yeah, so this is tough because one of these movies I like more than the other, but one of these movies I'm kind of wanting to put through because I know Austin's going to love it in the next round.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm going to do it because period movies need a lot more love. So The Favorite is getting my vote.
Yeah. Yeah, The Favorite is not a movie for me. Like, I mean, it's like one of those ones. If I'm with somebody and they say, "Hey, you want to watch The Favorite?" Sure, but on my own free will, I'm not putting it on. So, and if Beale Street Could Talk, though, it looks great, and I haven't seen it, but it seems like one of those ones that probably should have been nominated. I haven't seen it, but since I haven't seen either one, I'll vote for if Beale Street Could Talk. So.
I think you'd actually really like if Beale Street Could Talk a lot.
Yeah.
Jordan, I think that's something that you would.
Yeah. I'll definitely have to check it out, but
we
it'll be The Favorite.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies up against Blind Spotting.
Blind Spotting, yeah. All right.
Okay. Oh, and I'm first. Oh my god, I love this.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about Blind Spotting because this movie has the best scene in all of 2018. There's no scene that tops the ending of this movie. This movie is just phenomenal. And what Blind Spotting essentially is it's one of those race movies where a black man notices he works with his friend and they're like working a moving company together. He's trying to get money and he discovers one time a cop that shoots another black man in the street. And it's a really powerful story, but also a great story on friendship. And man, this movie is powerful. And the ending scene is one of the best scenes in film in years. So,
the rap at the end. Yeah,
the rap at the end. It's so good. Oh my god. So I definitely recommend Blind Spotting, guys. This movie is it almost had honestly a contention for being my best movie of that year. And it might on a rewatch because every time I have a friend who has it as his best of the year, and every time I rewatch it, I'm like, dude, this is creeping up there to being the best movie of that year. It is a phenomenal movie. So So yeah, Blind Spotting is great. And then Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I remember because I hate the Teen Titans Go series. Like, hate the TV show. I love the original Teen Titans cartoon. But watching Teen Titans Go to the Movies, so my friend bought that for my birthday one time. This was a troll gift or whatever. He was like, I bought you this. We're going to watch it together. And I was like, fun. And so we followed it in. And to my surprise, I actually had fun with Teen Titans Go to the Movies. This movie was actually like a fun, like kind of satire on the genre. And I thought it was really well done. And plus, doesn't they actually fulfilled the dream of Nicolas Cage playing Superman, which is
Cool.
awesome. So yeah, I thought it was actually really fun. But no, if you're talking about the better movie, it does not hold a candle to Blind Spotting. Blind Spotting is just phenomenal. So,
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think here?
I don't think my vote's going to be a surprise to anyone. I think Teen Titans Go to the Movies is great. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot better than I had anticipated. I was like, it'll be an okay animated movie, and I ended up having a lot of fun with it. The songs, the random Stan Lee cameo,
Yeah,
which was
for some
totally
reason.
unexpected.
Yeah,
The original music, it was just a lot of fun. But Blind Spotting, man, I've talked about that movie so many times. When we did rank them the top 12 dramas of the 2010s, this was my first nomination. It's not my favorite movie of 2018. It is my number 2 of 2018 because I think the performances are fantastic. That final scene is just incredible. Like, I watched the movie and then once it was over, I rewatched that scene like 3 more times, just that scene alone.
yeah.
so good.
I haven't seen the TV series. I've heard good things about it, so I'll probably check it out eventually. But for now, I'll just keep rewatching the movie. I've probably seen it at least 6 or 7 times since it came out. It's incredible. So Blind Spotting.
Yeah, sounds good. And Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I was surprised by the Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like, I'm actually one of the few people that don't actually hate the TV series. I think it's a lot of fun. Like, it's superheroes aimed at kids, which is a lot of fun. Like, well, yes, it's not really supposed to be for us old fogies, but it's a lot of fun. But Blind Spotting is still easily the better movie. Hey, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm old.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
But Blind Spotting is easily the better movie. And yeah, it's one of those movies that's really underseen. I just hope that enough people have seen it if it makes it to the championship. And yeah, so Blind Spotting gets my vote.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Blind Spotting is my favorite movie of 2018. This movie blew me away. It's was so powerful. Like, it's one of those movies that when I saw it for the first time, I literally had a visceral reaction to where I'm like, yep, this movie's going in my top 20 movies of all time. Like, it was that good to me. Like, it's just like so powerful. And I mentioned before that on here, but that it does the race stuff without beating you over the head with it. It's just kind of like a little more like subtle in some parts, a little more loud in other parts, but we can tell that they're not just trying to hammer it home. And then the story of a family and friendship, and then that scene at the end is just so good. And yeah, I never really cared for a Teen Titans Go. I'm more of a Teen Titans fan over Teen Titans Go, but the movie was actually fun. I mean, I'm still baffled at why Stan Lee was in there, but it's just like a fun joke or something, I think. But yeah, it's not going to hold a candle to Blind Spotting, that's for sure. So I got to go Blind Spotting. So, Jordan.
Yeah, unfortunately, round one for Teen Titans. It's a fun flick. I liked it more than I thought I would. I was either for or against the show. It just didn't seem like it was for my age, so I've never seen much of the show. But yeah, Blind Spotting is great. We've mentioned the great moments it has. Two fantastic lead actors here. Yeah, it really is one of the best films of the year. It's gonna be tough for anyone to beat it. Blind Spotting.
You know, like
Yeah.
as we talked about it, I think I'm gonna bump it up to my number 2 of that year. Like it is honestly
Yeah,
just so
it's
good.
really good.
Like it was like number like 4 or 3 for me. I think I'm gonna bump it. Like that film is so good. Blind
Yeah.
Spotting.
Also, if
Yeah.
you haven't seen,
Oh.
yeah, if
You
you
go
haven't
ahead.
seen The Hate You Give, like it's very similar in tone to Blind Spotting.
Okay.
And it, I mean, it got knocked out last night to Vice. So
Yeah. But I do hope Carlos Lopez Estrada gets to do more because he directed the hell out of that movie. But we
oh, he
got
did Ray and the Last Dragon.
yeah, he did that, which is actually pretty decent. Yeah. But we got Crazy Rich Asians up against the Equalizer 2. So this time it'll be Jacob up first. So what do you got?
Yeah, I never got to the Equalizer 2. I like the first one. I just never got around to the sequel. Hey, we made it, guys. We made it.
Oh yeah, we made it. Boom. Beautiful
Boom,
girls here.
shakalaka.
Nice.
Sorry.
No,
But
it's all good.
Crazy Rich Asians, like, it's the most cliche rom-com there is, and it works. So I'm gonna go with Crazy Rich Asians. Didn't expect to like it as much as they did, and I just had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, Crazy Rich Asians also made drums of 2010s.
Okay, yeah.
I think it made something recently on ranking, but anyway, Crazy Rich Asians is really good. And yeah, I mean, I haven't seen The Equalizer 2. I kind of enjoyed the first one, but haven't seen the sequel, so Crazy Rich Asians gets my vote here.
Yeah. So I have seen both of these movies. I thought that the Equalizer 2 was a bit of a letdown. I think that like I mean it was still good. It just not as good as the first one. And I heard they're making a third one. I think so, and they got a TV series. I mean they're really milking this franchise. But Crazy Rich Asians, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I do think Crazy Rich Asians gets a little overhyped, but I mean probably for good reason though, because it has like pretty much like I don't know, like a good 80% of like the Asian actors is working today in Hollywood. So, which is cool, I think. And yeah, I still had fun with it. And I mean, I don't know if I'm as high on it as some movies on this list, but I like it better than the Equalizer 2. So I'll vote Crazy Rich Asians. Jordan?
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. Equalizer 2 is a good enough sequel to the first one, but they're right in that kind of 3-star. Like, it's good, but not great territory. Crazy Rich Asians, I really love the direction of it here. It looks good. I love the two leads here because good supporting cast. It's definitely the one I would go to more. So Crazy Rich Asians is going to be my vote.
Yeah, sounds good. And Wolfman?
Yeah, I never watched Equalizer 2, but I was actually a big fan of the first one. But I heard like the reason I never watched Equalizer 2 is I heard mixed things. But I'm a big fan of Denzel, so I'll probably check it out at some point. But for me, yeah, Crazy Rich Asians. Jacob is right. This film it's so cliched, but you know what? It's just so fun and it's so heartwarming. And I'm a big I think Crazy Rich Asians is one of the funnest rom-coms in quite a few years. So I will go with Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, sounds good. And I mean, I know it's already going to go through, but we have Austin here really quick. You want to give a quick thought on this matchup and also welcome?
Jesus, man, dude. The more and more I look at 2018, we should have just cut our losses and done a 64 tournament. Like
Maybe
100%.
so, yeah.
Like this year was was not great.
If you did 64, I bet you'd be
But
great.
there was
Yeah,
some hidden
mean,
gems, like what we mentioned.
Dude, last night we could have cut like 40 of those movies out of the fucking thing, and just
There's
just did a
tons of movies
64
released, but
tournament.
just not great ones. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should stick to the best thing when we go into 2017 and just do a 64.
Yeah.
I think we
I
can do
don't know.
that.
2017 was stacked. That
2017
was my.
was a better. 2017 was a better
I'll
year.
believe it when I see it. As of this, Crazy Rich Asians doesn't have Denzel Washington fighting the guy on a roof in the middle of a hurricane. So Equalizer.
Sure, yeah. But it'll still be Crazy
That
Rich Asians
already
better than
that sells me already. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like,
Really,
why are
let's
we
do
talking about The Strangers Pray at Night? Like, why
Because
is that
it
in
is
this tournament?
because it is fun.
But
Because it
Creed
is
2.
fun. All right.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had
About
a
before
scene that pissed me off more than any other movie that year. I'll talk about it, but Jesus Christ, like,
You
the
never know,
characters in that
like, what
goddamn-
Be
movies people
kind
like.
to
I
my
don't know.
movie.
We
Okay.
all have different
Your movie?
tastes, but
It is-
but is anyone
I-
going to vote for The Strangers over Creed 2? That's the thing.
Fuck no.
No.
Yeah.
I say we just
I'm
move it on.
not going to vote for over Creed 2, but I do want to show it some love. The Strangers Pray at Night
Sure.
is actually really, really.
Did you love the part where they stole the gun from the one who's literally already killed their family members, points it at them, and just keeps going, "Stop! Don't move! Freeze! Freeze! Freeze!" instead of shooting her, and then the girl walks right up to them and takes the gun back away? Did you love that?
Yeah.
That pissed me off more than anything
Yeah.
in that whole year. That the dumbest
The first
characters
Strangers
in
is
a
a near
horror movie in
masterpiece.
20
This
years.
one
They,
sucks.
it was supposed to be sort of the old 80s style B movie esque.
Doesn't need to need to do 80
This is
strokes.
also one we can pass. Let's bother
Fuck
you
yeah.
in. Keep it
Jesus
going.
Christ,
Yeah.
Death Wish sucks. Good
We
God,
can
I
pass
told
through
you.
it.
I hate Death Wish so much.
64.
Yeah. I mean, I
64.
thought it wasn't like the worst movie ever made, but it was just not good.
Pretty
It's
bad.
the worst Eli Roth movie on this fucking list.
Sorry to bother you. Yeah. Yeah.
Eli Roth made one good movie and one shitty movie.
Hey,
Well,
here's
we got-
another one, eh?
There you go.
Halloween all gets
Oh my God, the book club.
Okay, we can pass it again.
Yeah, I don't
Put
think
Halloween
anyone's
Good,
gonna
good.
Now, if
This
my
is good
grandmother
movie.
was on here,
Yeah.
It was my grandma's favorite movie of 2018.
even she'd say Halloween. Move on, pussies. That's what she would say.
Yeah, we'll save some time. We just put Halloween.
This is what I'm talking about. Why are we talking about La Book Club? I mean, like, we could
Right.
have made this list
It's
way
great.
better.
Why are we watching? Why aren't we talking about? Don't
Come
worry,
on.
he won't
You
get
could
far
just
on
message
foot.
us
We're
and be like,
talking.
okay, this is a
Okay,
one-parter.
why are we
Now
talking?
we're
about
saving
Death
some
Wish?
time. I like this. We're
Like, why are
moving.
we
Yeah.
talking about Death Wish?
There you
We're
go.
Okay,
not talking
this
about
is a discussion.
Far on foot.
Yeah, it sure
This
is.
is a discussion.
Searching. Moving on. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
searching. Yeah, anyone voted
Moving
for
on.
Halloween?
Someone might. It's not me, but someone might.
Yeah, we could go.
Yeah,
That's
the Wolfman's
fine.
pointing hard.
If it was nominated for Best Picture, I guess fine, sure.
That's why I figured someone's
Well,
gonna
you're up
vote.
first, Wolfman. So you wanna talk about it?
Yeah, so I did catch up on searching tonight. Never actually watched it when it came out, and I want to rewatch it again on the laptop because I watched it on TV, and I think it would be way more.
Oh yeah, that'd be
effective
fun. Yeah.
on the laptop. But it was still really effective, and I thought it was really well done. Like it was really phenomenal. So I was a big fan of searching. It's just unfortunate it's going up against a masterpiece like Roma because to me, I saw Roma in the theater, thought the film was brilliant, and at the time, it was to me. It bumped down. It's now like number 6, but it was the best movie of that year.
Were you first?
Yeah, you was first.
Yeah, and then it bumped down for me.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, to me, Roma was just it's exceptional. I love Alfonso Cuarón, and yeah, it's a great one, and definitely was a theater experience for sure when I saw it in theaters. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Roma.
All right. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Roma's a good movie. Have I rewatched it since 2018? No. Have I rewatched Searching? Multiple times. I think it is a fantastic movie. It's actually my 5th favorite of that year. I think it's just incredible. So I'm gonna go with Searching.
Yeah. And then Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, Roma definitely isn't a bad movie. It's a lot of fun. But
Well,
yeah,
fun. I don't know if I'd say because there are some
Well-
heavy scenes in that movie. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
fun. I understand.
I use fun in different ways.
I understand what you're saying.
but yeah, like it's a good movie. Like when it comes to foreign movies, I'm always very adversive to go see them. And Roma is one that I did check out because it did get a lot of Oscar love, and it's kind of my rule. Like if it gets a lot of Oscar love, I will give it a shot. And yeah, it's a good movie, but it's unfortunate it's going up against Searching, which I think is a better movie. So Searching gets my vote.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
No, I'm sorry. Roma bored me. I was going to sleep just talking about it. Searching is easily the most surprising, like pleasant surprise of 2018. I remember going to the theater just thinking like, okay, this is going to be some weird gimmicky, whatever movie, just sort of a, we're doing it this way, so that'll be the whole story of the movie. And it was really, really good. I got really sucked into the story and really enjoyed it. Again, I think it's the most pleasant surprise of 2018. So I'm going Searching.
Yeah. And yeah, I've never seen Roma. I really have no desire to go see it. Everything that I've heard is that it's just boring. I mean, really, I think I'm not a big Alfonso Cuarón fan, except for the Harry Potter movie he directed was awesome. But I don't care for Gravity. I thought that movie was just way too artsy and
Children of Men is awesome.
I didn't like it.
Children of Men blows.
Love Children.
It's fine. It has the one powerful scene where they stop fighting and stuff. I like that, but I don't really care about the rest of it. So I'm just not a big Darren Aronofsky fan. So I'll vote Searching, which is freaking awesome. Yeah.
You mean Alfonso
theaters,
Cuarón? You said Darren Aronofsky.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why. I kind of equate them. They're kind of both artsy, sort of, but yeah, but yeah, Alfonso Cuarón. But I'm even looking forward to what they're gonna do with a sequel to Searching. I don't know. They're probably have to get a new cast, I would assume, but I mean,
what
I'm
story
curious.
is there to tell?
Yeah, but
No, just different
Yeah,
case. I'm sure it's all it's going to be. Yeah.
yeah. They are making a sequel, but yeah, I'll vote for Searching. And Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, we got to keep this bandwagon going, man. Pez kind of said what I wanted to say. Roma, I wanted to get into it. I appreciate it from a beauty level, but nothing happens for such long stretches of it, and I had a hard time getting through it. While Searching, I originally wasn't even going to see it because I'm not a found footage guy. It uses the gimmick to a great use here. You got good performances in it. Even Grace from Will and Grace is good in a different role you've ever seen it do before. It's a really good movie here, man, that surpassed many expectations, including my own, and was one of my favorite films of the year, Searching.
Yeah. Sounds good. So it'll be Searching.
I guess I'm a lone wolf on Roma.
Easy.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Here we go.
God, what are we doing?
What the fuck?
What kind of foreign Yeti and Campania? What is this?
Okay,
Smallfoot.
guys, I'm gonna say
It's
this.
Smallfoot.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
this.
okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this double time. Put through Robin Hood just by default, and then we'll go ahead and put Searching through because that's what's going to the next one. And we'll skip 2
We'll do it
rounds.
Yeah, but
when we get there.
I
Yeah.
vote Smallfoot though. If we're gonna do this quickly,
Yeah. You just make it quick. Just do 10 seconds or something.
Jacob.
Jacob, are you there?
this is 2-5 if he's not here.
Anyways,
He might have left.
For a bit.
he's
When he
protesting.
saw the matchup, he's like, I'm out of here.
He's like,
I don't think you see.
oh, Jacob legit says Smallfoot in the private chat.
Okay.
Malcolm?
Yeah, the 2018's Robin Hood wasn't good. I had fun with Smallfoot, so Smallfoot.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
I don't know what Smallfoot is. What is it?
It's an animated movie. Is that the one with Channing Tatum?
It's a sweet little animated movie.
It's it's about a Yeti or something.
I'll let you guys
I think
pass.
this is the one with LeBron James, if I'm remembering rightly.
Hmm.
Yeah,
LeBron
so you got
James
Channing
in it?
Tatum,
Jesus.
Zendaya, Georgina, Danny
James
DeVito's.
Corden. Yeah, a bunch of
Ugh.
Got a good voice cast.
Okay,
The movie.
let me-
was
You
just
know
bad.
what? Because
Let
I'm
me
like
ask,
James
was-
Corden, I'm voting
was-
for Robin
was-
Hood.
Was Shoplifters on the
Yeah.
last list? I'm just curious. Was
Was
it
what?
on there?
No.
Shoplifters.
Shoplifters? No, it was not.
That was literally one of the top 5 movies of that year, and it's like
I never
and
knew.
we ended up getting the Yeti.
Pass. I'll vote Yeti over Shoplifter. Get out of here. Also, Jordan Anderson hates Kristen Stewart, so we're good.
Oh, that's Kristen Stewart. Oh no, thank you.
Or
Am I thinking of the wrong movie?
Shoplifters was not top 5, but it was definitely top 10
Yeah.
movies that year.
I think you're thinking personal shopper, Jordan.
There you go.
Shoplifters is a fun movie.
Yeah, you're thinking personal shoplifters.
Oh.
Or you're thinking personal shopper. I'm talking about shoplifters. It's the it's a Korean movie, right?
Oh, that's why it's not on here.
It's a Japanese movie.
Yeah, probably just no one's seen it or heard of it. But
I've seen both of these.
Yeah, and so have I, and they were both very disappointing. But yeah, I'll go Smallfoot because Robin Hood sucked. Like I went in with like higher expectation, and it went down like a lot. So yeah, Jordan.
This is what you got to do for both of these movies. I went in with 0 to bad expectations, and I think they're both almost at the passable level. Yeti's even actually passable. Yeti, I do kind of sort of. I don't know if I recommend it, but it's fine. I'll go Yeti or Smallfoot, whatever.
Yeah.
Smallfoot all day. It was cute. It has its moments.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito's the father. He was adorable.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman.
We live in a world where Smallfoot is in this tournament, but fucking don't worry, he won't get far on foot.
We know. I know.
Like it's just I'm trying to understand this tournament. Like,
go back and find the poll and ask everyone in the community who voted.
I'm gonna.
I didn't see this poll. I'll go smack.
Okay, don't do polls from now on. Literally, y'all choose the movies. Look at the best movies.
Well, we can decide. We had like 150 movies. We're trying.
And it's like, and it's because like these poll things are because a lot of people are not going to vote for like the actual best movies of that year because no one watches those small indies. They watch.
We'll get to a point where like we hadn't seen even a lot of them. So
maybe next time when you know what 5 people are on the game, maybe let everyone have their input. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do that because next time I'll be like, I haven't seen these 20 movies. You guys got any thoughts? I'll just do that.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Is this a pass? Pass. Quiet Place. Let's move.
Quiet Place. Pass.
Quiet Place.
Come
on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just move it.
I actually enjoyed that for myself.
Of course you did, Malcolm.
Calm down,
Moving
Malcolm.
on.
Yeah, calm down.
I wasn't going to vote for it over.
Annihilation pass.
Annihilation.
It's not a big pass, but yeah, Annihilation pass.
That's a huge pass.
I've never seen the
bro.
Predator,
What are you talking about? Like,
not a huge one,
like
but I agree.
Film in that franchise.
All right,
sweet. We made it past this one in an hour. Awesome, good job. Everybody.
Nice.
I thought this was going to take 3 hours, but we saved some time on some of those
Save some
rounds.
time on some of these mediocre ass movies. Jesus.
Well, sometimes bad ones are just fun to shit on and stuff. But
y'all need to like.
Oh, this one's easy too. Upgrade pass.
Upgrade pass. Although Jordan might fight us on this.
Come on, Jordan. Even you have to say upgrade is better than Uprising.
Like upgrade rocks. Like I do like Pacific Rim Upgrade better than the first Pacific Rim, but yeah, it's good. It's Upgrade.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah,
this is
Overlord. Easy.
Yeah, but not an easy one for me. But Overlord.
Overlord.
Yeah,
12 Strong is good.
Gonna vote for it. Yeah, it's. I
saw 12 Strong in the theater, and I literally don't.
And then in the next round, Overlord and Upgrade will be a match.
That's a fight.
Yeah,
literally, I went to go see 12 Strong in theaters with my dad. Like we even went together and everything. I don't remember shit from that movie.
Yeah,
I don't remember either. I just know I liked it. I forget about a lot of
Oceans.
Infinity War pass.
Infinity War pass.
I think it passed. Like
I never even saw Ocean's 8. So yeah, Infinity War just
again. Ocean's 8's good, but yeah, debate wise.
Yeah, we'll just fly through
Sweet,
tonight.
we're flying through it. Good job, everybody.
All right. Proud Mary versus
the fuck is Vox
Lux?
Lux?
Vox Lux. Hey,
Natalie
you
Portman
don't talk to
movie.
Natalie Portman that way, okay? She is.
It's a Natalie Portman movie that Christian
see
Harloff. I know
on that yak
was
and
raving about
It is definitely kind of a low tier Natalie Portman, but it's still.
It's mid tier for her. She's great in it though.
She is excellent.
Yeah,
she is phenomenal.
And I was about to say I never saw Proud Mary. I actually did. So
but yeah, Vox Lux is definitely.
Well, Malcolm, you'll be up first here, so we can.
Yeah.
I haven't seen either of these movies. I'm going to go Vox Lux for Natalie Portman.
Sure. Yeah, but Proud Mary is Taraji P. Henson. Yeah, if you don't know, but Austin.
Yeah, I heard Proud Mary was not good, so I'll go Vox Lux because it looks more interesting. I just looked them both up, and yeah, I'm going with that.
Yeah, like Vox looks pretty interesting. Like it's actually one that I really want to see, but I just haven't had time to get to either one of these. Proud Mary, I don't care to see, so I'll vote Vox Lux. Jordan.
Both of these are better on paper than they were in execution. Proud Mary sounds cool, like a little like kind of a throwback action flick. Taraji P. Henson's kind of a badass, but it's just not that good. It's kind of boring. It's not shot very well. And yeah, I literally was about to say I never saw it, and I kept thinking about it, like I did see this movie, just didn't like it, didn't make an impact. Vox Lux also kind of drags, but it's a great performance in it from Portman here. You also have some flashbacks to some of the stuff she went through as a kid, and then later on the stuff she has through with the kid as a performer, and it definitely goes there too. There's some weird elements of this one here, some hardcore R-rated elements here. So Vox Lux definitely.
Yeah, go look up Christian Harloff's review of Vox Lux because he was like raving about this movie. He loved it. So, but Wolfman.
Yeah, seriously, I'm looking at my 2018 list. Y'all seriously need to confer with me on these lists because like there are so many movies on here that literally are way better than.
We'll talk off air. Vote for these two.
Okay,
talk about it later.
But it's just, but yeah, it's like, but yeah, Vox Lux. It's a good movie. It's not like great per se, but I still enjoyed it. So I'm gonna have to go with Vox Lux. I don't even really know what the fuck Proud Mary even is, but I'm sure she's not proud to be losing right now. That's all I know.
It's like one of those ones. Like, what was that? Like, what was that movie with Charlize Theron where she was that like badass kind of like a John Wick type, but female? Like that.
No, I wouldn't
kind of like that.
Other than a badass female, yeah. The other one's like, man, I wouldn't compare it to woman.
Yeah, well, it's in that like tone, sort of, I'd say, but Jacob,
Vox Lux, why not?
Yeah, sure. All right, Vox Lux. All right,
Early
Man, and Hotel Artemis. All right, Austin.
I saw Hotel Artemis. It was good-ish. Yeah, I there's no way I would look at that poster for Early Man and say, one for Early Man, please. Hotel Artemis.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say,
what if it's like a
But I'm sure Malcolm will
masterpiece
tell
and
me
it's just
why it's one of the best movies
bad.
of 2018.
well, if it's from the same studio that Wallace and Gromit's going to have some redeeming characteristics. I just haven't seen it, so I can't really say. But I actually had fun with Hotel Artemis. I didn't love it, but I thought that it was like at least like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I mean, I think the like Sterling K. Brown, he worked pretty good. And then Jodie Foster was good as like the doctor, and Sophia Boutella. I mean, Dave Bautista. So it's got a pretty solid cast. Even Charlie Day, like I didn't really mind him in it, you know. So I will vote for Hotel Artemis. So, Jordan.
Yeah, kind of like you said, if it's from like the Wallace and Gromit people, there's a good chance I might love Early Man, but never saw it. So gotta go to Hotel Artemis here. Another one that's again on paper I liked more than I did in execution here. But there's some fun stuff in it. You mentioned the cast. I love Bautista and Jodie Foster. Like, what a great pairing! I never knew I wanted. And like they had fun too. If you ever seen them in like interviews plugging the movie too, like they requested to be together, and like they have a really fun little chemistry. So I would see more of them. And so yeah, Hotel Artemis gets my vote.
Yeah, Wolfman.
An actual song about or an actual movie about Tina Turner's song, Brian, would have probably been better than any of these. I see his comment there. But it's like, no, I watched the trailers for Early Man and I said, "What the fuck is this?" And I literally, so I never even saw the movie. And then Hotel Artemis, I saw the trailers and they like interested me, but I was like, but then I heard it wasn't all that great, so I was like, I didn't even bother checking it out. But out of the two, I'd be more interested in seeing Hotel Artemis, so I guess I'd pick that.
Well, to be fair, I saw the trailer for Shaun the Sheep, and I said, "What the f is this?" And then I saw the movie, and it was delightful. So if it's from that same studio, I mean, it could be good. So, but Jacob,
And it is good. I'm not going to say it's great, but But Early Man, it's a good animated movie.
Nice.
But it's not one you're going to revisit very often, probably. Fun premise. The Early Man and kind of these more civilized, and they engage in a game of soccer or football for you overseas people. I don't know, did that sound insensitive? I'm sorry, guys. I haven't seen Hotel Artemis. The
people.
cast does intrigue me, so I will get to it eventually. But since I've seen Early Man and I enjoyed it, I will go with Early Man.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen Hotel Artemis. I mean, I'm a big fan when it comes to art and animations. So I've seen Early Man. It's fine. It's 3 out of 5 stars for me. So Early Man gets my vote here.
Yeah. I think it'll still be Hotel Artemis. So.
Yeah, it's not that I have anything against animated movies in general, Jacob. I just look at a poster and something like Early Man, and I go, "I'm 36 years old. I don't have that much time left.
Right.
You know, I need to use my time.
I need to see Tremors again. I ain't got time for this.
We don't even need to. We don't.
Yeah,
even
I have an appointment
Yeah.
with aliens again. I can't be wasting my time.
I love
Yeah.
the Cloverfield 3.
Yeah.
we don't
Well,
even need. We don't even need to take time on this. This is
I like-
so-
I like all the Cloverfield movies, including Paradox, but whatever.
I didn't even vote for it over 8th grade, though. 8th grade is
I didn't see 8th grade, so I vote for Cloverfield.
Gucci
really okay.
voted through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gucci, yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. First Reformed and The Commuter.
Oh, it's Chris Scott's favorite movie.
Yeah.
First Reform.
He loves every Liam Neeson movie. I think they're like 5 out of 5 plus. But yeah, we can go around. I think it's me first.
Yeah.
So, I haven't seen First Reformed, and I saw part of The Commuter, but I never saw the whole thing because it's one of those ones where I started watching and something came up and I couldn't finish it. But First Reformed looks boring. I don't know. Like maybe it's good. I don't know. Ethan Hawke, but as a priest, but I don't know. Like I'll just go with The Commuter just because it's what I know more about. So. Jordan?
A recent ASAD question was, what Liam Neeson movie co-stars Sam Neill, Florence Pugh, and Letitia Wright, and no one remembered The Commuter because it's a forgettable Liam Neeson B-level movie?
Yeah.
That was the answer.
That's
We're
kind
gonna
of
pick that.
that
is
question,
literally every Liam Neeson movie I've recent.
It is.
It's watchable and instantly forgettable. I did see it. It's fine. Definitely gonna give my vote to First Reformed. I don't know if it's a movie that you would love, Jordan. Great Ethan Hawke performance in here, but it is a very serious movie here. It kind of strikes hard at points. Definitely does take its time here. It's so serious that Cedric the Entertainer is billed as Cedric Kyles. Yeah, that's how serious it is. The director was like, I ain't calling you Cedric the Entertainer. So, First Reformed here. It is pretty good. It's definitely not something I would rewatch much, but First Reformed.
Yeah, but I will say that I was pretty happy to see Liam Neeson pop up in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs because I like that segment that he was part of. Something different from Liam Neeson for once. Come on. But
he's a good actor. Just the money's coming for these movies, so he's like, sure.
Yeah. Right.
We'd all do the same.
Yeah. But Wolfman, what do you think?
Yeah, and the person who did First Reformed is Paul Schrader, and he did
Taxi Driver, right?
Yeah, Taxi. He wrote Taxi Driver, and then he also directed things like The Card Counter recently.
Oh my God, talk about it! That's a serious ass movie.
Oh yeah, Cat People, the 1982 version, and so yeah, he's done a lot of good stuff, and so this is one of his best works. I thought First Reformed was an awesome movie. Ethan Hawke's best performance, like honestly, maybe period. Like he is phenomenal in this movie, and there's a part like it's maybe had my favorite screenplay of that year maybe because there's a certain like scene when he is talking to this guy about like his sin that he committed. It gets deep and philosophical. Like it is kind of insane. Like it is so well done. And so yeah, First Reformed is awesome. I love that poster too for it. That's so great. So I got to give it to First Reformed. Never even watched The Commuter. I literally was at a friend's house and like his parents were watching The Commuter and they're like, "We're watching this movie called The Commuter. Really neat." So I watched like one scene. And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want
Like,
to
nah.
watch it."
Yeah.
It just looked so generic to me. So yeah, First Reformed.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, you think?
Yeah, Taken Part 78. Fine, forgettable, whatever. First
Yeah.
Reformed is fantastic. Ethan Hawke, yeah, really, really great performance. So, First Reformed.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. So I'm going to go for the one that's got Sam Neill and Florence Pugh, and it's The Commuter.
Yeah. Sounds good.
If Florence Pugh is in The Commuter?
Yeah.
I said that earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Fuck, I'm gonna have to
Vera
watch.
Farmiga.
I'm gonna have
He
to-
Like,
rehashed his trivia
what a pretty-
question.
pretty set
Liam
cast.
Neeson
Yeah.
movie also stars Florence Pugh and Sam Neill.
And Letitia Wright from Black Panther.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that's woken me up. I'm actually gonna have to like watch this movie.
And then a year from now, we can be like, Florence Pugh was in that because you're going to forget all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably am.
Well, Austin.
Well, First Reformed, a minister of a small congregation in upstate New York, grappled.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Exactly.
How do you
That's
really
what I
feel?
What?
better not
I'm sorry.
do
What?
it for my movie.
What? The Commuter.
Yeah. Well,
Ty,
so-
JPO, go for it.
Yeah.
No, I still got to say with First Reformed. It is the better movie.
Yeah, good
All right.
choice.
First Reformed. Let's see what we got.
First tie, too. Damn.
Ford v Ferrari
Oh
going
my
against
God, come on.
Peter Rabbit.
You don't even need to vote. You don't even need to vote.
Yeah.
Just put it through.
Dude,
Right.
you know
Dude,
what?
Ford v
Y'all are
Ferrari.
hating on James Corden, so spite vote Peter Rabbit.
Sure.
Okay, you want to put cats in there? Would you still do a spite vote?
Never.
Yeah.
No.
I vote for cats
because
because
that's James
drunk,
Corden.
drunk watch hilarious.
Yeah.
It is not.
All right.
Oh, I'm not
Game
going to try and
night.
say Peter Rabbit is better than Ford v Ferrari.
No.
I do have fun.
Yes,
with
Free
it.
Solo, there's
this is
a-
an actual
a
match.
doc-
I don't hate Peter Rabbit. It's perfectly acceptable.
It's fine. Yeah. But see, who's up here?
JPO.
Okay. JPO. What do you think?
I vaguely remember hearing about something called Free Solo. Game night's a lot of fun. It's actually even directed well, I thought, and keeps you kind of interested. Great cast. Game night, easy.
Yeah.
So I forgot what Free Solo was.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman.
Free Solo actually won Best Documentary.
Oh, then screw you. You
at-
not Roberts deserved it.
At the it
Yeah.
it did. But screw the Academy for nominating for like subpar documentaries over Mr. Rogers. But Free Solo is not subpar. I actually did watch Free Solo, and it was actually really intense, really exhilarating. It's about like this guy who's climbing like a rock, one of those rock walls, and it's like it's about these people who would it's called free soloing, where you would actually like it would be by yourself. You'd go up on these like rock walls, and it's like a bunch of people started doing it. And this one guy who like became really good at it, but it was a really well done documentary, and it was I remember it being like kind of anxiety inducing a bit because of the way it was shot. And as someone who's been on rock walls like that before, it can be very it was very relatable to me. Game night was a ton of fun with my girl Rachel McAdams. I thought this movie was a blast. But you know what? Because no one else is going to show love for it, I will show love to Free Solo. So,
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob. You think?
Yeah, I'm not going to show it love because I've never seen it. But it did sound interesting. I'll probably get around to it eventually. But game night, a lot of fun. So that'll get my vote.
Yeah, you can go watch Free Solo on Disney Plus. It's on there. So, but Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen Free Solo. I've seen Game Night. It's fine. It's actually, for me, it's pretty forgettable. I couldn't remember. I wouldn't be able to tell you what happened in the movie now. So I'm actually am going to give some love to Free Solo because the way Wolfman hyped it up, it sounded interesting. So Free Solo.
Yeah. Austin.
I saw Free Solo in a theater, Wolfman. I saw it at a little art house theater in Nashville, and it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, no, and it takes a little while to get to the climb that they kind of hype up in the movie. But yeah, when they do, it's like it's a total.
It is a 900 meter vertical rock face, guy.
Yeah, and the way they film it from like so far away because they didn't want to interrupt the guy's concentration. But they do all these zoom ins and stuff, and it's total sweaty palm shit. Like much of like that movie Fall from this year. It's like, oh my god, like it's total anxiety. It's really good, and I saw Game Night. It was funny, but I'm gonna show some love for Free Solo too because more people should see it, and I love a great documentary, so I'm gonna also go Free Solo.
Yeah. I guess Free Solo, he climbed up the El Capitan in Yosemite National Park in California. So yeah, but I am a huge Game Night fan. Like it was in my top comedies of all time when me and Malcolm went up against each other. It's a lot of fun, especially Jesse Plemons as a really awkward neighbor. Like he's like, I see that you have 3 bags of Frito-Lays. That can't be very profitable for the Frito-Lay company. And they're like trying to avoid him and like every chance they get and not want this guy like knowing they're having a game night because I guess he used to be part until his wife passed away, and he just shows up as the like cop in like random spots too, and I think it's very well written and Jason Bateman and Richard McAdams, they're great. Like even some of the supporting cast, they give them some fun lines, some fun things to do, and it's directed by the John Francis Daly, who's like the kid from Freaks and Geeks, and then Jonathan Goldstein. So I think that like it's great. Like I'll rewatch this all the time. So I'll vote for Game Night.
All right.
Yeah.
We got a tie, and it goes to Wolfman.
And I'm going to make an upset here, and I'm going to give it to the better movie, which is Free Solo.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen it, so like I can't really say, but I love Game Night. I'm sad it's gone, but
Mortal Engines.
Right. The best picture winner, I guess. But yeah, Mortal Engines.
Okay,
I guess we just put through Green Book.
Has anybody even seen Mortal Engines? Like
yes.
I never even.
I watched it. It was terrible. But the trailers actually look good, and it's like one of those ones. The trailers look good, and the movie sucked. So.
I never even bothered with it because it was just like.
So I say we just put through Green Book, unless anyone wants to say anything about Mortal Engines. No. Okay. Green Book. Even though I don't think it deserved to win Best Picture.
No.
But
Midsommar
versus the
Oh my God.
All right, let's just put it through. Midsommar. Right?
What?
Did anyone protest? So
I'm voting Hotel Transylvania.
I'm not going to protest, but I'm probably no surprise to anyone. But I think Hotel Transylvania 3 is a passable animated movie.
I'm with you, Jacob.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Midsommar's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
not even close.
Like literally.
God, okay, we're gonna have a chat after the stream. I'll wait till after the stream, but we're gonna have a chat. Right.
All right, I'm gonna.
A little thing called a randomizer. We don't pick these matches.
We got to leave after the chat.
But we have what's that one up?
Well,
top?
no, the randomizer is not the problem. I'm talking about what you guys put in the tournament. That's the problem. But
we talked about that
on the last one. I thought.
No, it hasn't showed up yet.
For some reason I thought it showed up on part 1, but maybe it showed up recently on some tournament fights. I remember talking about it.
It came up on somebody's. It came
up on mine.
It was on somebody's favorite movies thing.
It's definitely probably on mine somewhere.
Yeah. It's right there. Yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone's voting for I Feel Pretty. I think we just put through Marriage Story.
Marriage Story.
I mean, hey, the bright side about these matches is that like it is going by fast. I mean,
it was a breeze through it. Yeah.
Well, we'll get some other matches that'll get more interesting later.
Yeah.
So, or maybe the matches that'll determine the 16 will be better. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, we can have more of it. Oh God!
God!
We might have to talk about it because they're both so terrible.
I don't think Goosebumps 2 is terrible. I like the first one and the second one.
I
but
do. I
that's-
think it's
that's
god
fine.
awful.
Yeah, I was just say Goosebumps pretty easily for me.
It's pretty easy Goosebumps for me.
Yeah.
Goosebumps 1, but then you take away Jack Black except for 1 2-second scene.
Goosebumps
But-
2 was, I mean, Goosebumps 2 was not good, but Life of the Party was like, what was one of the worst abominations of that year.
I don't even care
It
about this
was-
one. Pass for me. I hate them both. So
Just go around and vote really quick. Wolfman,
Yeah.
what are you voting for? Goosebumps?
Goosebumps 2.
Okay. Jacob?
Sure, Goosebumps.
Malcolm?
Goosebumps 2 is the better movie. Goosebumps.
Yeah, it is. It's not a Ben Falcone, Melissa McCarthy movie. Goosebumps.
This
yeah,
is
man.
worst.
But I hate Goosebumps 2 also, but I'll vote Goosebumps, I guess.
JPO.
Jordan.
I always feel bad saying it, but Melissa, don't work with your
working
husband.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop.
Enough.
I'm sure he's
And-
made
and-
enough
and
money.
Just tell
Let him
him,
cameo. I'm fine with his
Yeah.
cameos. Don't let him write and direct.
tell him how
I'm sure
to,
he's a nice man.
tell him
but
how to
enough
say,
already.
hey, I love you, babe, but
But you're like
should
0
not-
for 5 together right now. It's not a good. It's not a good record.
Yeah,
You're-
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Goosebumps. It's I'm fine with it. I agree. I miss Jack Black, but
You're
it's
not
still
good
a
director.
funner movie. And yeah,
I mean,
All
her
right.
better
Lee
movie of
Bergström, here we go.
2018 somehow didn't make it through. Can You Forgive Me was in part 1, so
Let's see what's going up against though. Something weird, bro.
Oh, dang. Okay, at least you guys had. I was gonna ask if y'all had.
This
King
one's
of-
kind of a match. I mean,
this
I
is the
mean,
match. I disagree. It's the
Actually,
match.
I actually really
it's
like.
easy for me.
Instant
Like it's very easy,
Ooh.
but
It's still very easy for me, but I did
Yeah,
really
Okay.
enjoy.
We'll go around. Jacob,
All right.
you're up first.
Yeah, this one is tough. I think both these movies are really good. I think Ben Foster and Thomasin McKenzie and Leave No Trace are really good together. But I don't know. There's just something about Innocent Family that just hit for me. I don't know if it's because like I've seen kids in the foster system, like in my own life, and because I work in childcare, and I've just seen how kids in the right care can really thrive, and just so something about it just hit on a personal level. And I don't know. I think Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne were just delightful together. I had a lot of fun with this movie. So I'm actually, I hate that either one of these has to lose, but I'm gonna go Instant Family. But I like I said, I hate that one of them has to lose, but I'm fine with whichever one wins as well.
yeah. Huh. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
I've been a fan of this family. It's been a while since I have. Unfortunately, I haven't got around to Leave No Trace. I wasn't going to let Jordan take it off because it's got Thomasin McKenzie in it. So,
Oh yeah.
um,
I wasn't gonna take it off.
but yeah, I'm going to go Leave No Trace.
Yeah. Huh. Austin.
Yeah, I watched Leave No Trace after we did that, man versus nature thing or whatever we did, the disasters and the
I was
nature,
hyping that
show.
movie.
Yeah. No, and I really liked it. I'm a big fan of Thomasin McKenzie right now, so that was just one that I had missed of hers. And and Ben Foster, he's a dude. He may be one of the better actors that's never gotten like an Oscar nomination or anything, like he should have, by now because he's really great. So I'm gonna go that. It's the one I've seen. Anybody want to play the Sean Anders filmography game really quick? The guy who directed
Alright.
Instant Family. It's a strange mix of
Sure.
movies. He starts with a movie called Never Been Thawed, which I've never heard of. But we go to Sex Drive. Anybody else seen Sex Drive?
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's got its moments.
Yeah,
He
Seth
goes on
Green
to,
and those guys. Yeah.
he goes on to That's My Boy, the Adam Sandler
Oh
movie.
God.
No,
Ugh.
no thanks.
Horrible Bosses 2.
No, it's fine.
Daddy's Home 1 and 2.
first one,
Okay.
second one, no.
Yeah, and then Instant Family, which I know Jacob said he likes, and then he's directing that new movie that's coming out, Spirited.
Which
Ryan
I
Reynolds.
actually
Oh,
I
wow.
actually
kinda-
watched. I actually watched that one because it was the
Regal
mystery
movie, right?
It was the mystery movie, the Regal mystery movie, and so I ended up
Oh, wow.
watching that one early, and it was actually fun. Like I'm gonna have that as like an every other year kind of Christmas tradition. I actually really enjoyed Spirited.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Cool.
Anyway, so
Well-
Jordan, just wanted to
well-
throw that out. Interesting mix of movies. I don't know.
Yeah, so I have seen both of these, and actually, I remember going to see Instant Family with my ex-wife, who she grew up in the foster system, and like this movie really hit for her. But it's also like one of those things that people sometimes try and push those kind of movies onto her, like hey, this is about foster family, you'll probably like this one and stuff. But she still really liked it, and yeah, like she went through like I want to say it was like 15 different foster families, and she had some horrible experiences and some great experiences. So it just depends. It's really hit and miss there. But Leave No Trace was really, really powerful. I think that it's a great character study. I felt like the movie wasn't really going anywhere other than like just the character study, but the performances were like some all timers though, especially Ben Foster. Man, like you really felt for him. Like
One of the most underrated actors ever.
Yeah, he's just like so good. Like maybe one of the best performances I've almost ever seen. Like it was literally that good. And then Thomasin McKenzie, she's great in like everything that she's been in so far that I've seen her in, and yeah, just kind of an interesting take. I mean, and it's also kind of heartbreaking, like how the movie ends up. So yeah, I'll go with Leave No Trace. Jordan.
I'd love Ben Foster for a while. He's a great actor. Never saw Leave No Trace, sadly, though. It's been one that just a blind spot for me. Instant Family worked better than I thought it would. I think it's got the right amount of heart and humor, and it's a really well-intended movie that doesn't hammer it too much. And I really dug it, actually. Instant Family.
Oh man, I already know where this is going. Shoot, Wolfman.
So yeah, when I was watching Instant Family, I took my mom to go see it on her birthday because she's worked in the foster care system, so she's very passionate about that kind of subject. And so I took her to see this on her birthday, and like completely surprised her. She forgot it was coming out. Like I literally even like blindfolded her, and I did this whole thing of like when she realized what movie it was, she was so excited to see it that year. When she realized what movie it was, she was like so happy. So it was a great experience with my mom, and I thought it was an actually really fun movie. I thought it was really well done, but it does not hold a candle to Leave No Trace. Leave No Trace was one of the best movies of that year. It was just so powerful, so just like you said, the performances were incredible between Ben Foster and Thomasin McKenzie. Their chemistry together, you really bought into their like father-daughter, relationship. It was just, and I just love the like nature, like atmosphere of the movie. Like it was just so well done. The cinematography, everything about this movie. And yeah, I was hyping this up when we were doing our disaster movies versus like nature survival movies and stuff. And it was one I was hyping up a lot, and for good reason, because yeah, Leave No Trace is excellent. So I'm gonna go Leave No Trace.
Yeah. Well, do we have a tie?
No, it's Leave No Trace. Leave No Trace.
Okay. For some reason, I thought we were gonna have a tie. So.
And by the way, Ben Foster should have been nominated instead of Jeff Bridges for Hell or High Water. He should have a nomination by now.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges was just playing Jeff Bridges. Ben Foster should have gotten the nomination.
Yeah.
I agree.
What is this matchup?
City is the last key of Johnny English again.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I mean, do we have to talk about it? Because I don't know.
I don't know if we have to talk about it, but I don't know where it's going to go. So we still need to vote.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess Malcolm. Go for it.
I mean, I really enjoyed the John English trilogy. Like, it's one of while it's not the better James Bond parody film, I think it's very close, and I think Rowan Atkinson does a really good job. So I'm going to go John English Strikes Again.
Yeah, Austin.
Those Insidious sequels are they all just blend together for me. There's like nothing that stands out about them. So I'll go Johnny English because I think the movies are okay, but I think Rowan Atkinson is genuinely pretty funny in them. So I'll go Johnny English.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you think the first Insidious relies too much on jump scares, like see the sequels and see what they do. They like ratchet up all the cheesy jump scares. Because Insidious, the first one, is my favorite horror movie of all time. I adore that movie. I just love the world that they built. But but the sequels are just trash. So I really hope that the next one, because they're bringing back the original cast for some stuff or for the next one. So I'm hoping that it's better, but we'll see. And yeah, the Johnny English movies are fine. I mean, Rowan Atkinson is funny, so I don't know. The movie doesn't really like jump out at me, but I'll vote for Johnny English. Jordan?
Yeah, so I never saw the Johnny English sequel. I did see Last Key. It was fine. This is the one that doesn't have Patrick Wilson. It's I think a prequel actually of Lynn Shay's character.
Yeah,
It was okay. So just because I saw it. Last Key.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Wolfman.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so Insidious, the last. I don't even. What was that even movie like? Good thing you reminded me it was a Lynn Shay prequel, but even then, like, I don't even remember what even happened in that thing. I
know
saw
it left my memory
I
a week
avoided it.
after I saw it.
I
A week after I
saw
saw
it.
it was gone. Like,
and it was just
yeah.
I literally don't even remember it. Like, it was so.
Somewhere the
forgettable.
monsters had keys on his fingers, or like four fingers. That's something weird. I don't
There
know.
was like one scene where he sticks his finger key in her throat or something. That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's literally.
That's
but that
the
was
only
like
scene I
that
remember.
was because like I think that was in the trailer too. But that's like literally
Yeah.
that's all I remember from that movie. And then Johnny English, this is the second one, right?
I think so.
Third one.
Third,
Oh,
okay.
third one. Oh, third one. Okay. They all kind of blend together for me. But I mean, it's fun, but it's not
Yeah.
like it's not the greatest thing ever. But because it's got that like fun question mark, I'll go with Johnny English, I guess.
Yeah. Sounds good, Jacob.
Johnny English.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it'll
All
be
right.
Johnny English.
Ooh.
All right, the Sisters Brothers
Ooh.
versus Black Klansman. Here we go. Here's a matchup right here. Ooh.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
Uh,
All right. So I believe is it Austin?
Me. Yeah. I. So it's a movie with Joaquin and John C. Reilly, and I've never heard of it. I don't even know what this movie is. Okay, new to me. All right, cool. I'm intrigued, but I've seen Black Klansman and it's good, so I can't vote for Sister Brothers. I haven't
It's
seen
really
it, so.
good though.
That's fine. I literally haven't even heard of it, so sorry. I would have watched it beforehand if I had known it was that. But I'll go Black Klansman. But I'm sure people who've seen it will tell me about it.
Yeah, for some reason, the Sisters Brothers didn't have a lot of marketing and didn't really get a lot like hyped up very much. And Black Klansman, was it one from the previous year? I can't remember that. Like, did it get nominated?
No, Black Klansman's
Because-
2018.
This one this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the
Okay.
ones that
But didn't
it
get
was
nominated?
it was
It should have been.
the black movie that should have won over Green Book. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, I see it here. It actually did get nominated. Okay. And yeah, Black Klansman's great, but I want to give some love to the Sisters Brothers. It's a really fun time. I think that Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly, they have great chemistry, and I wanted to actually. Sorry, guys, I'm doing it in real time. I want to bring up the cast because
Austin,
that
you know where you can find the Sisters Brothers?
Is it on Tubi?
It's on Tubi.
Ooh,
But if you don't want to do the ads,
it's also on Prime
Amazon Prime.
Freebie. Well, Amazon Prime does this freebie thing, like collaboration. So you
Yeah.
watch it on Prime, but it's on freebie. Like, I don't know, they have like a thing.
Okay.
Going but it's like
it-
Tubi. It's like Tubi.
Well, because when I looked it up on Google, it had Amazon Prime and Freebie both under where to watch. So.
It's the same thing because you go on Prime and then it directs you to freebie. Yeah.
What? That's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Just put one on Google. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't confuse me.
Well, yeah. The Sister Brothers also has Jake Gyllenhaal, Riz Ahmed. Both have great roles in it, and also Rutger Hauer. So yeah, it's got a solid cast, and it's a really cool story of just like we're the Sisters Brothers. They're like some kind of outlaws, and they're actually like real brothers in the movie, but they have very different outlooks towards life and the things that they're doing. But it's a fun dynamic, but they still have great chemistry. So yeah, I'll vote for the Sisters Brothers. Jordan.
I've seen both. I enjoy the Sisters Brothers. And I'm not beating a dead horse here, but I do remember this being the year of like this, and though he will get far and foot, being like, man, Joaquin's doing some good work. No one's seeing because they both kind of fell under the radar to a large degree that year. But Black Klansman, I really enjoyed it, man. Here, it's got the humor, it's got the actual big story underneath it. Here, it's shot interestingly. I sometimes and sometimes even dislike the way Spike Lee does things, but he's got a unique flair to his style as well. These two are great in it, so I'm gonna go Black Klansman.
Yeah, and I'm just sad one of these movies isn't gonna make it because I think they both deserve it. But
Yeah, why can't one of them go up against like fucking Early Man or goddamn Smallfoot or some shit?
Smallfoot or something. Yeah, right.
Or like whatever. Yeah, good
Like
old
Goosebumps too. Come on.
Yeah.
But Wolfman, what do you think?
So yeah, the Sisters Brothers was one of the ones I actually caught up on before this stream. Because I don't know why I never watched it that year, especially considering Joaquin is my favorite actor. Like I just never got around to it, I guess. And but like Jordan, you're right. Joaquin not only with like Don't Worry You Won't Get Far on Foot and the Sisters Brothers, but also You Were Never Really Here. Like he had 3 great movies that came out all in one year. Like he killed. 2018 was his year. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, Sisters Brothers was a great movie that bombed. It literally was a $30 million budget, and it made only $10 million at the box office. So that is not good. And so yeah, it was
bad marketing, like a really bad marketing.
Yeah, it was just mismarketed. It was not really like talked about much, and and so it just it was handled poorly, but I definitely recommend it because it's one of the best like westerns of the 2010s. It's really well done. But for me, I loved Black Klansman. I think Black Klansman is one of the best movies that year. I thought it was out of, if you were to give it to either Green Book or another movie that had to do with race, I would have given it to this movie any day because Black Klansman was so well done. And it's honestly probably Spike Lee's best since Do the Right Thing, I want to say.
Could be.
But I think that it was really phenomenal. Great score, by the way, and like in this movie, and it's just it's and Adam Driver does a great performance. So John David Washington, it's a great movie. So very timely. So Black Klansman.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
I haven't seen the Sisters Brothers. I'm really intrigued though. I'll probably get to it soon. But yeah, Black Klansman I think is great. It's in my top 10 of the year for 2018. And just overall like one of my favorite movies. I think the 2 performances from the guys on the poster like incredible, and shout out to Topher Grace. Like dude is really solid in the movie. So I'm gonna go with Black Klansman.
Yeah, if you listen to some interviews, like you really put a lot of work and research into playing David Duke, like getting in the mindset of like this evil guy from the KKK. So yeah, like it's pretty interesting hearing him talk about it. But Malcolm, did you vote?
Not yet. I haven't seen Sisters Brothers. Every time I see that poster of Sisters Brothers, I still think John C. Reilly looks like the Undertaker. I can definitely see that vibe.
That's my only negative.
Long hair.
That's like my only big negative of this film is like they don't look anything like brothers, Joaquin and John C. Reilly.
But I really like Black Klansman. It's getting overheard.
Yeah, sounds good. So it'll be Black Klansman, which I'm sad about.
That is the last one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now if we want to talk a little bit more about some of the ones that got passed over, we maybe could.
Well, yeah, because there'd be some better matchups that we might actually have a back and forth on. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And the winners of this round will go to the championship round. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll jot those
Be
down.
My Neighbor. Said you were never really here. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Back to Joaquin.
Yep. Jordan Anderson.
Oh, this one's pretty easy for me because I've never seen you. You were never here, and like I grew up on Mr. Rogers. He was my childhood. I watched him all the time, and this documentary is one of the only ones that just make me cry. Like I was crying pretty hard, but at least I was in a theater with like 3 people in it when I saw it, so I didn't have to get like hide my tears too much. So yeah, Won't You Be My Neighbor?
JP.
Yeah, Jordan.
If that movie didn't shed some tears from you, you don't got a soul. Won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, exactly. Wolfman.
The movie actually destroyed my tear sacks. Like literally, it's like one of those things where I was crying so hard. It's like it's hard to even cry at movies anymore because of how hard I cried at Won't You Be My Neighbor. It's like, but and I know it's like voting against it would be a vote against Mr. Rogers, but you know what? You Were Never Really Here just is like these were both my top 2 movies of that year. So like I gotta show some love to You Were Never Really Here and throw it in there. But man, I love Won't You Be My Neighbor so much.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah. Malcolm.
I mean, I would like to be your neighbor, Jacob. Oh, you actually weren't asking me.
Yeah. Malcolm
But,
his neighbor.
yeah, I mean, as a non-American who had no idea who Mr. Rogers was, when this, like, I didn't cry at this documentary, but I was actually going to vote for You'll Never Really Hear because Wolfman sold me on this movie. I might actually watch it after this.
Yeah.
Right.
Austin.
The movie I saw and the movie I loved. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah. We need more people like Fred Rogers.
Sorry, Wolf.
y'all, Amazon Prime free. Y'all need to check out. Anyone watching this, y'all need to check out.
I will.
Really here. It's really
Yeah.
No, I got a couple
Same,
of watching movies I got to check out. Yeah, that are free.
Yeah. Ooh, we got Uncut Genders in mid-90s.
Okay,
This one's
JP.
tough.
Ooh.
We got time to think. All right.
JPO, you're up first.
I thought so. Just making sure.
Yeah.
It's a little harder, but still kind of easy for me here. I like mid-90s. I appreciate it, but Uncut Gems, it goes hard. It stays hard. It's a great performance by Sandler. I think maybe me and Wolfman have said it before on another stream. If you've never seen his acceptance speech from the Independent Film Spirit Awards, that's great. Check that out. Yeah, Uncut Gems is gonna still definitely get my vote here for the Sandman.
Yeah. Good. Wolfman.
That Oscar speech or Infant Spirit Award speech alone made me look at the Academy and be like, why the hell did you not like have Adam Sandler be nominated and win the Oscar? Because like he would have delivered such a great speech, but because he should have been nominated that year for sure. But my picks between these 2, I did like mid-90s quite a bit, but I love Uncut Gems. So I'm going to have to go with Uncut Gems here.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, this one's kind of tough. It's my second favorite Sandler versus my favorite Jonah Hill directed movie. That was a joke. This is only.
I'm gonna say, yeah, like how many movies has he directed? One.
Don't take that comment seriously. It was the initial matchup. I was like, oh, this one's kind of tough, but the more I thought about it, Uncut Gems gets my vote pretty easily.
But the A24 matchup, this is like kind of fun.
Yeah.
A24 movies.
I think A24 had a big year that in 2018, but Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I like mid-90s, but yeah, I'm gonna go Uncut Gems.
Yeah, and Austin.
Uncut Gems. I just didn't get around to mid-90s yet.
Well, I watched mid-90s very recently, actually, this morning. that recently, and man, like this movie, like is great. Like, I mean, I would have never thought I'd vote against my boy Kevin Garnett and Adam Sandler, but like mid '90s just hit perfectly on like eighth. Just like growing up in the '90s, like all the nostalgia, just like so much to love, like, and it was super funny too. Like I found myself laughing at quite a bit, so I'll give some love to mid '90s since Uncut Gems is already going through. So yeah, mid '90s.
All right, Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
Hanging in there from the other years.
which I'm not mad about. They're both like really good.
Yeah.
Also, The Clock on the Walls and The Grinch.
The Grinch, so like come on, just
Easy.
Yeah.
Wolf.
All right, Wolf.
I don't even have to watch any of these to vote House on Clock at its Walls.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I don't hate the Grinch. I think it's passable. Kind of fun. House of the Clock on Its Walls is more fun, and it's got Jack Black in it. So
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm.
House with the Clock in Its Walls.
Yeah. And Austin.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk about it earlier, but I really like The House with the Clock in Its Walls. I saw it in the theater, and it has that really creepy, disturbing shit where it's like all their bodies on like doll bodies or the heads on doll bodies or whatever it was, like near the third act. It was really, really disturbing. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like some really creepy shit in the movie. Some kind of horror.
Eli Roth coming out there.
Yeah, and shout out to the theaters. I got to see. We saw it in 3D in not in 3D, but they showed a 3D of the Thriller video before this in IMAX, which I got to see.
Really?
Yeah, before this movie, they showed the whole Michael Jackson like 12-minute Thriller video in 3D. I thought that was awesome. So I don't know, just a nice little aside. But yeah, House of the Clock as well gets my vote.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much interest in the Grinch. It's not like I like am actively avoiding it. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I just don't. I'm not running to see it, but yeah, that's what The Clock in Its Walls was a lot of fun. I mean, speaking of mid '90s, you got the same kid from mid '90s in there, and Jack Black's great, and it might be one of the only Eli Roth movies I like. So I'll vote for A House with the Clock in Its Walls.
JPO. You're muted.
You're muted. This one's pretty close to me. They're both about not too far off par from each other. I'll give the slight edge to House with the Clock in Its Walls, or Clock with a House, whatever you want to say.
Say
House,
that 5 times fast.
House of the Clock in Its Walls. I think it's the slightly more unique of the two. It's the one I would probably go to a little bit more. I enjoy a good cast too. I do enjoy Jack Black and Escape Blanchett. Is having fun. Something you don't see her. The kind of role she goes to a lot, so it's kind of fun to see her in that light. So House of the Clock in Its Walls will get my vote.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it, right?
Yep.
All right. So House with the Clock in Its Walls. All right. Favorite versus blind spotting.
All right. I think I know where Jacob's going, but he's up first. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've already made it known. This is my second favorite movie of 2018. But what I failed to mention was that it's in my top 20 of all time as well.
I was going to say it was on your favorite movies. Right?
And I'm curious, what's your number one favorite of 2018?
It's also on the bracket, but it got a free pass, so we didn't talk about it. I'll mention it when we get to it. Remember, it's favorite, not best. I think this movie might be better made, but the other one I just have more fun with. So just keep that in mind.
Malcolm.
I love The Favorite. I know Austin's going to vote for this for obvious reasons, but Blind Spotting is the better movie.
What are you assuming I'm going to vote for?
I mean, are you going to vote for the period piece?
Oh, is that what that is? I was going to say, I didn't see The Favorite. It's a period piece? Oh, fuck that. Blind Spotting.
Yeah.
Well, then I've actually seen Blind Spotting. I'm not as like over the moon on Blind Spotting as y'all are, but I think it's good. So I'll vote for it. And I have seen it, so I'll go vote for it.
Yeah. So I just read the synopsis for The Favorite, and I was like, pass.
Oh, God. God, no. Oh, my God. Thank you for telling me that, because now I can not watch it ever in my life.
Yeah, right. But But Blind Spotting, I've already made it known also that I adore this movie. It's in my top 20 of all time. This movie is amazing. If you haven't seen it, stop what you're doing and go watch this movie because it's great. So,
All right, bye.
Yeah. All right, see ya. Yeah,
Finally, he's
this
gone.
one hasn't seen it. Like
Jesus. Yeah,
I
it's
would
about
actually
time.
recommend you go watch that over being here, but you can stay.
How do movies like The
so-
Favorite just get like a pass? I don't understand this.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
don't
don't understand why they
Because
just all
it-
have like 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. They get like nominated for every other goddamn. And they're boring as fuck. Like I don't
yeah,
understand.
they're boring as hell. Yeah, I just don't get it.
haven't- Okay, don't even judge it yet,
Oh.
guys, because like The Favorite is actually very quirky and stylized and different. So it's like not
Ugh.
the.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of period pieces that much either, but like I
Well,
love
maybe
The
it'll
Favorite.
be good. I'll watch a
it's-
period piece once every like 10 years and enjoy
because
it.
it's very it's
my style.
Yorgos Lanthimos. It's the guy who's done like Killing of a Sacred Deer and
The Lobster.
The Lobster. So it's very like it's very quirky.
God, the Lobster was
and-
nonsense. Fuck off.
So, it's like- yeah. So
I like the lobster.
yeah, I thought The Lobster was great.
Stupid.
Yeah. Well, I like
not every
Disney
idea needs to be
show
put on screen.
on Apple
Right.
Plus, and that's a like quirky kind of period piece. So I mean, if it's kind of has some more like humor or something to it, and
That's what
quirkiness,
this
maybe.
has too. This is actually
Yeah.
very, very funny. There's actually
Yeah.
a lot of funny parts to The Favorite.
Yeah.
So
So JPO, what are you gonna vote for?
I do like The Favorite. It is a good flick here. I love Olivia Colman in it. I love everyone. Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone all give great performances here. I know I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to everybody here. If you don't like The Lobster, you're not gonna like this because it's very much in that quirky, out there sense. But there's more going on than just your normal period piece. So if that's what's holding you back, then give it a chance for sure. But Blind Spotting definitely speaks to me more. It's more my style. It's more my pace. So I'm definitely gonna go Blind Spotting though.
Yeah. Sounds good. Wolf, did you vote?
Not yet.
You didn't vote yet. Okay. What do you got?
I did not vote yet, but this is hard because while I thought some films like You Were Never Really Here and Blind Spotting were like the better movies of that year, The Favorite was my favorite movie of 2018. As far
I
as-
drop
as
it my
far as
goblet of wine.
favorite.
It's
like-
yeah.
Jesus, fuck off.
It's a lot more sophisticated than that, dude.
It's
A lot
a great
more
comedy.
sophisticated than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like it is actually, don't judge a book by its cover. Like literally,
I
Dost
can.
thou entertain the king?
Yeah.
because for all you know, like there are some great shows and movies out there that are not my speed normally, and I watch them and I'm like, oh wow, okay, that was actually really well done. So, and that is the same case with The Favorite, and you know what? Just because
Good for you. Blind Spotting still moving on. All right, moving on to the next one.
I would give it to no, because it will be a tie if I vote for The
No,
Favorite.
everybody's voted for the Blind Spotting so far except you.
What
It's not even
what
close.
tie in
It's
your
not even-
mind,
what's
buddy?
not even-
Wait,
right
no,
now.
Malcolm voted for
Blind Spotting.
I voted for Blind Spotting.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
voted for The Favorite.
We
all voted for
Oh.
The
Yours is not on your side, buddy.
Everybody voted for Blind Spotting. You literally, you will be
okay.
the sole vote. It's not even
Then-
Just
close.
move it up.
Then I'll be the sole vote and give it to The Favorite.
Yeah.
And even if it was, I'm
Yeah.
the tiebreaker.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, The Favorite didn't have a free pass to the next round because it had a tough matchup against Beale Street. So
Yeah. All right.
Crazy Rich Asians, Creed 2.
That's Creed 2. All right. There we go.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, having finally got around to actually watching all of the Rocky movies this year, Creed 2 is actually pretty good. And it's definitely one of my favorite movies of 2018. So I'm going to go to Creed 2 on this.
Yeah. And Austin, what do you think?
Crazy Rich Asians is fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. You know, it's fine. I just and Aquafina looks like she's a squirrel with like acorns in her mouth. I can't look at her. Like
Really?
tough face. Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus,
She's
okay.
annoying. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't watch movies with her. She annoys me. I know she's not like the total star of that movie, but yeah, whatever. Look, it's
I
fine.
love Aquafina.
But Creed 2 is really, really good, and it makes for a great double feature with the Rocky IV director's cut. If you haven't seen it, watch the Rocky IV director's cut. Jump to Creed 2. Makes for a great double. So Creed 2.
Yeah. I do think Crazy Rich Asians is overrated. I mean, not like that it's bad. Like it is still good. It just gets a little too much hype. Like I think so. I mean, I watched it and I was like, oh, it's perfectly fine. But Creed 2 is awesome. Like Creed 2 is my second favorite Rocky movie. It's really awesome. And the director Stephen Caple Jr. We'll see if he butchers the next Transformers. They're supposed to have like the Beast from Beast Wars. And I want to see them way more than what they did with the Dinobots. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that aside, Creed 2 is really, really good. So yeah, and on the next Creed movie, we'll see how it goes without Sylvester Stallone too. So I'll bet it'll still be pretty good. But Creed 2.
Yeah, he's not in it. Let's see if he's just dead from the credits.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It starts with an opening crawl like Star Wars. Rocky Balboa has
he
died.
doesn't. Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
Creed 2 finished his
There-
arc. Like it finished the Rocky arc.
There's turmoil all across Philadelphia.
Like
Rocky Balboa's
he's made
back.
up. He's made up with his son. He actually has like his arc is complete. Like, I
Yeah.
don't see where else you could take.
No,
this.
I understand that. I hope they don't just kill him off screen. That's all we're saying.
Oh,
With some line of dialogue. That's all we're saying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Just leave it alone. If it's done, just let
Come
him
on,
be.
Apollo. It's been
Yeah.
6 months. I'm just
Yeah.
not over it yet.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! You just reminded me that could be what they're doing because Sylvester Stallone says he does not like Creed 3 right now. Like apparently he says he doesn't like the direction.
Maybe he is. I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
yeah.
Maybe
Anyways.
that's-
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, back to this.
You don't
Sorry.
gotta kiss
Little
me,
aside.
but I'm gonna kiss you.
Uh-huh.
I think you're underrating Crazy Rich Asians a little bit, but yeah, it's not going to defeat Creed 2 for me. The first and second Creed are the best in the entire Rocky franchise, if you ask me. So I'm gonna go Creed
Ow.
2.
Ooh, hot take.
That's
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
some. I didn't.
Well, hang on.
vote
Wolf and Jacob
Yeah.
didn't vote yet. Hang on.
Yeah.
that. But wow, that's almost some fighting words there because
wouldn't say it's-
I do love the Creed movies a lot, but they don't hold up to the first Rocky for me. But
think they
yeah, so crazy rich Asians. It's a fun, cute rom-com. But Creed 2 is like it's awesome. Plus, I have that like experience of I go to a Rocky movie every year with my dad, or every year that they make a Rocky movie, I always go with my dad because he loves the Rocky franchise. It's his favorite franchise, so I always go with him. So like us seeing this together is a really special moment. So there's that as well as just the fact it's a better movie overall. So
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah. Jacob.
Creed 2.
All right.
There you go.
Creed 2. Now we can move it.
Sorry
to bother you.
Halloween.
Halloween. All right.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. That's me first.
What's your first?
I have not seen Sorry to Bother You, and Halloween
Oh.
2018 is the second best Halloween movie. So Halloween 2018 for me.
Yeah. I've never sat down and like done an definitive Halloween ranking because I still haven't seen all the Halloween movies. I've seen like 5 of them, something like that. But
Catch me and Pez ranking them on more than one channel.
On multiple
Yeah, right.
channels.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah, so
I'm Halloweened out ranking Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Talking Halloween
Yeah,
movies.
the three
Oh
of
my
us.
god, I
Until we
am
do it all again next year.
I am so
we'll
tired
get
of
to it
that
eventually.
because
It's like the other ones.
I literally had to do it for like months. I literally was tackling it from like the summer on
yeah.
to like fucking October. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen Sorry to Bother You either, so we'll make it quick. Halloween. So, Jordan?
I almost want to not even it out, but even out a little bit more. Because Sorry to Bother You is really good, man. Lakeith Stanfield is a great actor. It's one of his first like kind of leading performances here. You've seen him in Atlanta, a little bit in Get Out. It's a great tale. I'm still gonna give my vote to Halloween though, because I think it's a great movie. It's one of the best movies, horror movies of that decade. It's up there very high on my Halloween list. And Sorry to Bother You takes a really weird twist at the end that I don't think is totally earned. I like Swinging for the Fences, but because Halloween, I just think it's a tighter movie overall. I'm still gonna give the vote to Halloween.
Yeah. Sounds good. Wolfman, what do you think?
Well, I actually have not. I was gonna go catch up on Sorry to Bother You for this, but I'm sorry to admit I have not seen Sorry to Bother You. So there's a fun pun for the day. But Halloween 2018, the second best of David Gordon Green's trilogy, behind Halloween Ends.
Don't you fucking
No!
It is.
No,
yeah,
we don't have enough time for this debate.
Oh my God,
I will
Jesus
stand.
Christ.
I will stand by that. It is.
Ugh.
I at least. Sorry to Bother You is, from what I can tell, I don't think they'll have a I got peanut butter on my penis or a oh shit type of ridiculous moment like that. So because of that, I'm gonna give it to Sorry to Bother You, because the Halloween 2018, it's good or okay, but there's a lot that bothers me of that movie. So I'm
So much that you give a spite vote to a movie you haven't seen.
yeah, I just they make some dumb decisions in that movie, man. So like I gotta go with Sorry to Bother You because of that. So
Yeah. Well, Jacob.
I like 2/3 of Sorry to Bother You, and
Yeah.
I like 3/3 of Halloween 2018. So I'm gonna go with Halloween.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
That was
go.
a much more suckused version of what I was trying to say. I like it.
Yeah,
No, sorry.
the only thing I like about Halloween 2018 is all of it.
you also
There's no
you
math
you
allowed
like
on
you even
on
you
tournament
even
fights,
like
Jacob.
you even
Sorry.
like the
That's
I got
fractions.
peanut butter on my penis and all that stuff.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
Like the
A
joke
throwaway line from a Toby Huss that he's really
yeah,
harking
when
on.
Toby Huss is like doing putting
It's a
peanut butter on
throwaway
something.
fucking line. Who
The-
cares?
like,
There's throwaway
but-
lines in every movie.
But like but they consistently kept on throwing in jokes like that because Danny McBride thought
Halloween
it would
Kills
be
is better than Halloween Ends. All right, Malcolm.
Anyway, look, I mean, since soon there's Halloween Rings, I've finally seen Halloween Ends, but that's not what we're talking about here. I like Halloween 2018, and it's already going through, so I'm gonna give my vote to Sorry to Bother because I think it's a really good movie, and I really would like to see where Boots Riley goes next, because I think he
Yeah.
is a great director. So,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's a cool stylized movie. There's just
Do we have a tie, or is it Halloween Ends?
No,
Halloween.
I think
Halloween.
it's 4-2 for Halloween. So
Okay. Sounds good. Searching versus.
I think
we don't even
Okay.
we don't
Searching.
even
That's what I said earlier. We could have skipped this part again already.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right. Searching.
Skip it again. Quiet Place. Up again.
Okay.
Annihilation. Okay.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Those are kind of like almost similar in some ways.
Yeah.
Jordan Anderson.
Yeah, like this is actually like a pretty fun matchup. I like both of these movies a lot, and I do think I probably prefer A Quiet Place a little more though. But I think Annihilation is good. Like it's one I've gone back to a few times. So, but I got to give it to A Quiet Place just slightly. Jordan.
Yeah, I appreciate Annihilation. I don't think it's fully conceptualized as what they are going for and what they can actually accomplish. I think A Quiet Place is just so tight and kind of perfect for me. So I'm going to go Quiet Place.
Yeah. But shout out Oscar Isaac. Like he is a really great performance in Annihilation, I'd say. But
This guy's just good. At
Wolfman.
Yeah, A Quiet Place this is probably the best matchup, honestly, so far. I gotta say, like out of all the matchups that we've had, this is probably
It's the third Tessa Thompson movie we've had on this side.
It's kind
This
of
movie, Sorry to Bother You, and Creed 2.
All three good ones too. Shout out to Tessa.
I don't think Tessa's in Infinity War. I think she's just in Endgame. But yeah,
who had the better year, Tessa Thompson or Joaquin Phoenix? That's a good question there. Yeah. They were in 3 great movies. But yeah, this is kind of a tough one, but Annihilation was in my top 10 of that year, so I got to give it to Annihilation. I really loved that movie a lot, and the themes that it was talking about in the film. I really think it's one of the better sci-fi movies of recent memory. And the bear scene, my fucking god, that's all.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, that movie kind of like was a cool twist. I'll just say that. But Jacob,
Yeah, I haven't seen Annihilation, so Quiet Place. Although Austin, I am coming around to your. It's a much better theater experience than an at-home experience, so it's not one that I go back to very
Yeah, I
often.
don't go back to it a lot. It's really
Right.
good, but watching it at home was not the same as like when I was in the theater and everybody was like, you could hear a pin drop because even the people in the theater were being quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it rubbed off on.
I
you,
can see that. I kind of hold on to that. I feel that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. It makes it not worth watching, but it's not as rewatchable. That's just,
Right.
that's
Yeah, I'm coming around to that because I think what worked for the second one and what makes that one more rewatchable is that there is a lot more dialogue and But whereas with this one, there's like 3 minutes of dialogue in the entire movie.
Yeah.
In the first one, you like literally can't even crinkle your like candy wrap or whatever in the theater. You got people turning around like shushing you. Yeah.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
I mean, I actually disagree. Like, I rewatch Quiet Place a lot of the times and still have the same feelings of suspense for it. And yeah, I mean, Annihilation is fine, but yeah, Quiet Place is the better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like most of Annihilation. I was a little wonky on the ending stuff. If you know, you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Like,
I thought the ending was
like the mirror scene. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, so it's you know, it's all right. But yeah, the rest of it was pretty good. Yeah, the bear scene was nuts and nightmare fuel. But I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. It'll be a quiet place. Moving on. Right. There you go.
All right.
So we got the first half of the 16.
Yep.
So
moving on. Upgrade. There we go.
Here's a matchup. Oh, these are two movies I watched just recently.
All right, we're back down to JPO for the first one.
Yeah, I remember seeing this one earlier and go, oh, okay, this is good. One I got to think about in the background here. Overlord's pretty dope. It's fun. It's a good twist. You know, when you know the first half's just kind of a normal like an army movie, and then you find out the twist here. But Upgrade, I think it's just one of those ones that just zips so good. It continually kind of builds up. It's a great story. Some great action scenes here. I think just by a little bit, I got to go Upgrade is the one that I'm a little more tailored to.
Yeah. Wolfman.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that we had a year with we had Venom with Tom Hardy, and then we had Upgrade with Tom Hardy's doppelganger.
Not Tom Hardy.
with like his doppelganger. With like a very Venom-like story of something controlling him.
Yeah, voice in his head. Yeah,
and it's kind of interesting, but Upgrade was a far better movie than Venom, and also it's I think Upgrade was a ton of fun. Overlord was also a ton of fun. This actually might be the most difficult matchup, honestly.
Yeah,
like of the night, because these are both actually kind of similar movies, and like I don't know, in their tone in a way, but they're also like it's just they're both really good. But I guess I'm gonna have to pick Upgrade here. But it's a tough one.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, this one's actually kind of easy for me because I like Overlord. I've only seen it the one time. I love Upgrade and I go back to it more. So I will go with Upgrade.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. Look, I've heard all about the similarities between Upgrade and Venom. I was half tempted to try and rig this matchup and just put Venom and Upgrade up against, but I wasn't going to ruin the fun of the randomizer. But if I'm going to go for what I was interested in, what I was interested in seeing more, and that's Upgrade, overall look boring as shit.
All right, with like Nazi zombies and stuff. I don't know if that's boring, but Austin.
Yeah, I'm in the same almost boat as Jacob. I really like Overlord. It was a lot of fun, but I've only watched it the one time. I haven't gone back to it. I've seen Upgrade a couple of times, and I really dig kind of there's some Twilight Zone-y vibes, especially near the end that I really dig about it. So it kind of hits a lot of my buttons. So I'll go Upgrade.
Yeah, like this is a great imagine. These are movies that I just watched about a week ago. Both of these for the very first time, and yeah, they're both really really good. I kind of think that overall the Upgrade has a little bit better writing and just the way that the story progresses. You're kind of like on a journey. There's a cool twist at the end. There's a lot of that stuff. Overlord, like you kind of know the twist going in, and it's still fun. It's still a good time, but I just think probably Upgrade's a little better. Yeah.
All right, Upgrade. Put it through.
Yeah.
And we'll go on. Malcolm.
Yeah, that's getting there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Also, I'm going to point out something. Jordan put Paddington on the thumbnail. Paddington didn't come out until 2017, so it'll be next.
Did it not?
That's in the UK. The US official release date was.
Yeah, I think it's 2018.
Was
It's
Paddington.
the only reason I didn't put it in the list for this one because it's official. It still is a 2017 movie. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like, to be fair, I took this graphic from a Google search and tweaked it slightly, so I just left the Paddington there.
Yeah. Wolf, it's Infinity War and Vox Lux.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, I just because I know Infinity War is gonna already go through, I'm just gonna show some love to my wife Natalie Portman and give it to Vox Lux because Infinity War is a still really good movie, but I have some problems with that movie. So I'm gonna, but Vox Lux is one I find underrated. So,
All right, Jacob.
Yeah. But just real quick, I was gonna say, Austin, did you see any of JPO's tournament? Speaking of Paddington, that won the whole thing. That damn bear. You weren't there to.
Fucking bear. Oh my god.
It was a lone vote that wouldn't vote for it.
That awesome, lovely bear. Yeah.
Now, if any of you catch this reference, y'all are awesome. But I would. Just
Well,
tell
did you watch it over the weekend then?
I'm gonna get to it. We have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to it.
I'll tell you that Pedro Pascal would have loved that because if y'all have seen the
Of course, Bearable Way, we get it. Oh yeah.
Nicolas Cage movie, it's like Paddington 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pretty different movie.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Jacob, what are you going to vote for?
Yeah, Jacob.
Well, first of all, I'm watching a basketball game in the background. I cannot believe the Sacramento Kings just scored 115 points through three quarters. So that is incredible.
Yeah,
however,
oh man,
I mentioned that my favorite movie of 2018 was on this bracket as well, and there it is. It's Infinity War. Actually, just recently surpassed Civil War as my favorite MCU movie on a rewatch. I think it's just incredible. So Infinity War pretty easily because I haven't seen Vox Lux.
Well, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I love Infinity War. I think it's good. I'm going to give it a slight vote, though, because my favorite MCU movie, Endgame, got knocked out by Deadpool 2 in the last bracket.
Yep.
So I'm going to go for Vox Lux.
Sure, yeah. That's fair. Austin?
Dude, Infinity War. It's not only best MCU movie, it's the last great MCU movie we've had as of right now. So yeah, Infinity War.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Have you seen Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, I said what I said.
Because I haven't seen it. I was just wondering, if if it's like a great one.
No,
I
but I'm not-
I actually
but
did really
for
like.
whatever reason, I'm not in a hurry to see it. I don't know.
I actually
why.
did
I don't-
really like Wakanda Forever. It had definitely some issues, but like
We'll see it this
Ironheart's
weekend.
was vomit. But I did really like it overall though.
Yeah. Well, here, like, I mean, Infinity War is probably it's got to be at least like top 5 for, MCU movies for me, but it's not at the top. That's Civil War for me, but and Vox Lux seems like one that I want to check out, but I haven't seen it yet, so I'll vote for Infinity War. Yeah, Jordan.
I like Vox Lux, but yeah, like I said, there's moments that I don't love about it. Infinity War is in my top. If not number 1, it's definitely in top 5. It's hard to always do that list for me, so definitely Infinity War.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. So we got Hotel Artemis in 8th grade. All right.
Jacob.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hotel Artemis since the first round, so I will stick with 8th grade.
Yeah. Malcolm.
8th grade.
Yeah. Austin.
Haven't seen 8th grade. Seen Hotel Artemis.
Yeah. So 8th grade was another one that I watched today, and yeah, like it blew me away. Like it was. I think Bo Burnham, he just perfectly encapsulated all the awkwardness of being in 8th grade or like that time of your life. Like just so many things that I could relate to that kind of hit close to home for me, and like you really feel for it. But then like there's some humor that like comes from just like some scenes without any dialogue, but like music behind it, and you're just kind of like the humor or the emotion comes from scenes like that. It's a great, even like a father-daughter relationship too. Like that. The movie's really good, so I just wanted to just talk about it briefly. And Hotel Artemis is good, but not great, so I'll vote for 8th grade. Jordan.
There's fun to be had with Hotel Artemis. A great little cast thrown at you, but it doesn't always land. 8th grade. Again, I think it's a really cool look at that time period. As we said, of what could happen in your life, how awkward it can be. I enjoyed the father and daughter relationship as well. The dad actually just had a really fun arc on Walking Dead. Actually, as a really evil guy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go towards one of my favorite comedians, Bo Burnham's directorial debut in 8th grade.
Yeah. Wolfman.
So yeah, I've not seen Hotel Artemis, but I can tell you that 8th grade is my favorite coming of age movie in like a decade. I think that the movie like completely blew me away, and also it is literally not just one of, it is for me at least, most relatable coming of age movie of all time. Like literally, I watched this movie, and in the theater, I literally was saying, "That happened to me. That happened to me. That happened to me. That happened to me." And I literally kept on saying that over and over. It was so relatable. Like he understood me. Bo Burnham did. It was so interesting. So like it was just man, did I love 8th grade. So I have to give it to 8th grade here.
Yeah, I would second that just because like it's so relatable that kind of made me feel emotional. Like I didn't actually cry, but I was like almost there.
I cried during the dad scene. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was like in tears during that.
Yeah, 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You vote, Jacob?
Mm-hmm.
You were first, right?
Okay. Who's first?
Okay. Cool. First for Ford versus Ford v Ferrari.
Ooh.
Yeah, I still haven't seen First Reformed since it first came up, so Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah. Austin?
Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah, I haven't seen First Reform. I think Ford v Ferrari gets a little over praised, but I still think it's good, so I'll do Ford v Ferrari. Jordan?
I'll show some love to Force Reformed. Great Ethan Hawke performance.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Yeah, I'm also going to show some love to First Reformed. I think it's a great movie, and it's better than Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah. Jacob.
It's close, but I'm leaning towards Ford v Ferrari.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, you could have tied it up, brother. That would have been.
Could have, but doesn't Jacob have the tiebreaker?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so it would have been.
Well, it wasn't a tie though.
No, but I'm just saying if he would have tied it
if
up,
you would have, yeah.
There's really no sense in wasting your tiebreaker.
Free Solo and Green Book.
Yeah.
Right. I'm up first. I'm gonna go Free Solo.
Yeah, like I haven't seen Free Solo, but like I do love rock climbing. I don't get to do it hardly like at all. Like I need to like maybe like find more opportunities to do that. I do a lot of hiking, but and like even some dangerous spots, but not actually like rock climbing like that. And Green Book, it didn't deserve Best Picture, so Free Solo. Jordan.
I was mad when they recasted Harrison Ford with Alden Ehrenreich, so I can't vote for it. I gotta vote for Green Book.
Yeah, right. Free Solo.
Oh my
Free.
God, I see what you did there.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Wolfman.
Okay, I'm so slow. That joke took me a while. I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh, okay. That was fun. But yeah, no, I gotta go with Free Solo here. But because you people love the documentaries. So,
Yeah, there you go.
Jacob.
Jacob.
I haven't seen Free Solo, and while I don't think Green Book deserved Best Picture, I still don't think it's a bad movie. So I'll still go with Green Book just because I've seen it.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
And Malcolm.
Yeah, damn, I now I really want to see that Solo versus Free Solo matchup, but it's not going to happen. But Solo didn't even make it out about the other bracket.
No.
But yeah, I think Green Book gets really overhated. Look, I don't think it's a bad movie at all. So, and I haven't seen Free Solo. I'm going to slightly go Green Book.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have a
How's that
tie.
slightly?
Yeah.
Now we have a tie. So Barber, you've got the tiebreaker.
I gotta stick with Green Book.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Green Book. Moving on.
Yeah, I need to see
Maybe the
Free
actual book's a lot better than the movie. I don't know. I just was kind of bored, but
Is the book green? Because if it's not, then I'm gonna be kind of
Yeah.
It's not a green
Not the
case.
point of Green Book.
So Midsommar and Marriage Story, right?
yeah.
Okay. Jordan Anderson, you're up first.
Ooh.
That's the battle of 2019.
Yeah, this one's tough. Oh man. Like because to me, you could put Masterpiece on like both of these just for like the sheer like for Marriage Story, all the dialogue that's in there and the way that they handle all of that, like just like hits exactly when I was married and we had all those conversations. We just didn't get the lawyers involved the way they did, but we still had all the conversations. But I don't know, like but probably the movie I would go to first has got to be Midsummer. If you put them both in front of me, that movie just blew me away as one of the most creative horror movies and just like amazing performances. So Midsommar, yeah.
All right. JPO.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Midsommar guy, man. I'm not. So I think Marriage Story is a wonderful movie. Heartbreaking performances here. So Marriage Story by a mile for me.
Yeah. Wolfman.
This one's not hard for me for one reason. I love both of these. Both of these movies are exceptional. However, Marriage Story was the best movie of 2019. So I'm going to give it to that and say Marriage Story.
All right. Jacob.
This is tough, but I'm slightly leaning towards Marriage Story.
All right. Well, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean both these movies are good, but I think Midsommar is the better movie. So Midsommar.
Ooh, all right. Austin.
I gotta go with one of my favorite cult horror movies since the original Wicker Man, Midsommar.
Yeah, so we have a tie.
Tie, and it goes to Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Mhm.
I'm not changing it. Plus, I want to see
Whoa,
that
mix 'em
Midsommar
up.
Hereditary matchup.
Yeah, yeah.
That could
Oh
happen.
yeah,
Windham the
no,
champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ari Aster match.
Mhm.
All right.
Scooting along.
I can't wait for
Uh,
Disappointment Boulevard.
Goosebumps 2. Oh, man.
Oh my God! Do we
Leave
even
no
need
trace.
to
Come on.
vote?
No.
You don't even
come
need
on.
to vote. Just put
Pass.
on.
Yeah.
Just put
pass.
Leave no
Okay.
Yeah,
trace.
just put Goosebumps 2 through.
No, do not, please. I was up to shoot myself.
Seems like an overreaction.
Yeah,
No,
Goosebumps
no,
2
it's
is not a
not. That
bad
movie's that
movie.
bad.
It's not.
I'd
It's not
rather
bad.
shoot myself than
I like
be
the
forced
first
to
one.
rewatch that.
I like the first one way better, but I still don't think the second one's.
This
that
one's
good.
also. Is anyone actually going to vote John English?
Malcolm might.
I mean, I like it, but not over Black Klansman.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. You can put Black Klansman through.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I just had to check in on Malcolm for that one.
Yeah. never
Look,
know.
I know I've got a bad like. I know I like a lot of red movies, but that's the thing. Art is subjective.
All right.
But I do
All right.
like good movies as well.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So
we got-
everything that's in is into the tomorrow night's championship episode. So now it's just kind of, just voting for whatever you like more, and just finishing out the bracket. So we can go really quick.
seeing what some of the favorites might be.
Yeah, so we can just go. We can fly through this one now that we've actually talked about everything, and just go real quick and see what comes out on top tonight. So
Yeah.
JPO, won't you be my neighbor? Uncut Gems.
Oh, won't you be my neighbor?
Okay.
Wolfman.
I'm maybe never watching Uncut Gems again because I just don't want that experience. And I could like that anxiety, I could rewatch Won't You Be My Neighbor and just if I want to just be happy. And voting against Mr. Rogers, come on, no. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote Won't You Be My Neighbor.
How you gonna do Mr. Rogers like that? Then vote against him. You can't. So Jacob.
Like this. Uncut Gems.
Oh. All right.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah. Austin.
You know what? Just because Uncut Gems is already through, won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah. Please won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, it's got to be. Won't you be my neighbor?
Okay. Won't you be my neighbor? All right. Moving on. All right. House of the Clock and Blind Spotting. Okay.
One one.
Wolfman.
Some seems
Blind
pretty
Spotting,
easy.
easy.
All right. Jacob.
Blind
I know where you're
Spotting.
going. Yeah, I know where you're going. Malcolm.
Blind Spotting.
Austin.
House of the Clock and its walls.
Ooh, all right. Blind Spotting, easy. Jordan.
Yeah, sorry, JB. Blind Spotting.
Yeah.
Also, Cornbots are back.
Oh, I was like, what are you saying sorry for? Then I remember Jack Black's in the movie and that you weren't talking to me.
Oh, he's the other JB.
Like, why are you
You're
saying
so
sorry? I
good.
voted for it.
Have a good time and find your love, guys.
Hey,
a good
it's got my
time.
name, Mega.
I want to
Yeah.
find my love. Let's click on it.
I don't know who 69 Mega is, but they're fighting hard to be in our chat tonight. It's been all.
Well, they were
69
fighting
Mega.
hard to get into Henry's chat the other night. That exact same one. I don't know. Somebody's
Really?
got a real
Yeah.
thing.
That's how you know you made it.
It's a
Yeah.
I mean, they're
hard
fighting hard to get into Take Free's chat too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
has everyone voted for this matchup?
Yeah, Blind Spotting is through.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
3-2 and
Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh, that's a match. Jacob.
Halloween.
Malcolm.
Creed 2.
Austin.
Creed 2.
Yeah. Creed 2. Jordan.
Oh man, Creed 2 and Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I woke up to this match. Oh man, it's hard.
Woke up.
I'm gonna say Halloween.
Wolf.
Michael B. Jordan didn't have peanut butter on his penis, so
Okay. Yeah.
I'm buying you that T-shirt for your birthday.
Yeah.
All right. Creed 2.
I need to pull up my super loud air horn I have over my closet every time Jordan falls
Searching
asleep.
for a
I'll
quiet
just blow
place.
it into my mic.
watch Jordan get a heart attack live on tournament.
Yeah,
Fight.
right. That thing is loud. Holy crap.
All right. Malcolm, you're up first for Searching and A Quiet Place.
Ooh.
I love both of these movies, but well, I may be searching for a quiet place, but I'm gonna go searching.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull for the underdog here and go Searching.
Yeah, like for whatever reason, like, well, actually, I know the reason because I like it better, but I go back to Searching a little more than A Quiet Place. So yeah, Searching. Jordan.
Ooh, I'm gonna say A Quiet Place. It's tough though.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Could just be the recency bias because I watched it today, but yeah, Searching blew me away, so I'm gonna have to go with Searching.
Yeah.
Jacob.
So, not only are these my 4 and 5 of 2018, but when I'm looking at my favorites, like for my top 128, one of these is 80 and the other is 82. They're that close.
Yeah.
And the one I just have slightly higher is A Quiet Place.
Okay.
All right.
But they're both in the championship. But for now,
Yeah.
Searching is going to move on. Yep.
Yeah.
I hate voting against either one of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Who would have thought that a movie that's like mostly on like a computer screen would be that good?
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right.
Hey, Unfriended is a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, that movie is bad. But,
Yeah. All right. We'll talk about those movies when we get to our found footage tournament in January.
yeah.
The behind the scenes, like the making of for Searching, is pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
On the special features.
All right.
Nice.
I'm up
Check
first
it out.
for Upgrade and Infinity War. Yeah, Upgrade's great, but it's not Infinity War. Infinity War.
Yeah. I think I got to give it to Infinity War. Yeah. Jordan.
To Infinity and Beyond, Infinity War.
Yep.
Lightyear's not part of this tournament. That would be the 2022 tournament.
Yeah.
Wolfman?
Well, I'm going with a movie that was an upgrade to the other one, and that is Upgrade. So,
Yeah.
To what other one?
to Infinity War. It's an upgrade to Infinity War.
What?
All right.
I don't know. I was just trying to make some bad pun, and it didn't.
Your thing doesn't make any sense because Upgrade's not a sequel.
It's not a sequel, but I was like trying to come up with a pun there.
To Lee Winnell's
Upgrade on
filmography?
Infinity War, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Jacob.
Jacob
Infinity War.
and Michael.
I'm pulling what I like to call the Maze Runner Death Cure logic. They're both already in the championship, so let's have some fun. Upgrade.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
too little, too late. Infinity War moves on.
Yeah.
Nice try though.
Yeah.
All right. Eighth
And
grade.
yes, Maze Runner Death Cure is in the championship.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
4 Ferrari.
Mm.
All right, Jordan.
This one's easy. 8th grade, like by a mile for me.
JPO.
Jordan.
JPO.
Oh, this one?
Ford v Ferrari, 8th grade.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go. I like both of these a lot. I'm gonna say 8th grade.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we'll wake you up in 45 seconds. Wolfman.
Yeah, this one's super easy. 8th grade just had much more of an emotional impact for me, so 8th grade.
All right, Jacob.
Don't make me do it, guys. Don't make me do it. I got the air horn. Here it is. Right here. Right in my mic.
Yeah, but you're gonna blow it into my ears too. And I don't need it.
Yeah. No. But I do have it here.
What'd you vote for? Huh?
Yeah. I got the
Sorry,
air horn
Jacob.
ready for you.
You should have blown that. You should have blew that whenever Austin was reading the synopsis of First Reformed and was starting.
Yeah, right.
I can blow it, just not directly in the mic.
Jacob.
Who's it? Jacob.
It's a close one, but 8th grade.
All right, and Malcolm.
8th grade.
And I'll say Ford v Ferrari, but it's 8th grade.
8th grade.
I guess this is a sign you need to watch 8th grade.
You just want to say
No, I mean,
9th grade.
I don't mind doing these shows because I get some suggestions on stuff I need to get caught up on. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see the Sisters Brothers. I didn't see 8th grade, mid 90s shit like that. So I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
You see
That's
all
fine.
those.
Green Book versus Midsummer.
Yeah, JPO.
I'm here, man. Don't doubt me.
Just make sure.
Ready.
Man, the greatest Academy Award-winning movie ever. Green Book is my vote.
Yeah. Okay.
Greatest Best Picture winner since Crash. Green Book. All right, Wolfman.
I'm gonna go with the one that should have been the Best Picture winner over it, or at least the Best Picture nominee over it, and that is Midsommar.
Jacob.
Yeah, Midsommar.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Although
Uh,
I will ask how Midsommar can be a 2018 Best Picture nominee over Green Book when it's a 2019 movie. There, Wolfman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I made the same mistake there.
No, I know where his logic is though, because Hereditary should have been nominated over
Yes.
the other movies.
That I will
Yes.
agree with.
That
There you
is
go.
100%.
It's
absolutely.
also
Disagree.
saying that it's a better movie.
Substitute his other movie. That's fine.
Midsummer is better than Hereditary, but
I agree.
Malcolm,
with
I
that.
agree, but Hereditary is better than Green Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very close for me. I'm not a fan of Hereditary, if you haven't guessed.
Well,
I mean, is
What do
that
you mean?
everyone anyway?
No, you haven't voted. I haven't voted.
I said Midsummer as part of
Okay.
my Midsummer is better than Hereditary.
Okay, well, I'm voting with.
I can't remember if I voted either. I don't know if I did.
Yo, and you didn't either. That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
We weren't done yet.
But we already know you're going to go with Green Book, Jordan. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
uh,
I love the scene where Viggo
Awesome.
Mortensen teaches the black man how to eat fried chicken. It's great. Yeah, Midsommar. No, I already said Midsommar. And Jordan, you're on Midsommar too, for sure, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Midsommar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave
Leave
No
No
Trace
Trace
and
and
Black
Black Klansman.
Klansman.
I don't think you actually voted anything through.
What do you mean?
No,
What do you mean?
I clicked.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Oh, I was looking at the next bracket.
Go back to sleep, Jordan. We'll wake you
Yeah,
up.
you're right. What the fuck am I doing? Sorry.
You just came
Wolfman?
to.
You got about 30 seconds, Wolfman.
Ooh.
What are we doing here now, guys?
This is
He's taking Wolf. He's taking micro naps like in the shitty Nightmare remake.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh god! But no, this is a tough one. But you know what? I'm gonna show some love to Leave No Trace. So
All right.
Yeah. Jacob.
Malcolm. Or Jacob, excuse me. Sorry.
It's another close one, but Black Klansman just slightly edges it out.
All right. Malcolm.
I haven't seen Leave No Trace. I like Black Klansman. They're both in the championship. I want to see how far I can get Thompson McKenzie. Leave No Trace.
I'm gonna go with Black Klansman.
And I'll probably go Leave No Trace. And
so
Olympia.
wake it
Hey.
up.
All right. Black Klansman.
Nobody in my house right now but me, so I can do that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is your dad there?
No, he's out of town.
Okay. We have a tie. We have a tie. So Black Klansman.
All right, Black Man.
That is the last one.
All right.
Right.
So we're about to wrap it up. We'll be done in just a minute or two. Won't you be my neighbor?
It's versus Blind Spotting.
Blind spotting, I think, right? Yeah.
Ooh.
I believe you
no.
are correct.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for sure the hardest one of the night for me.
oh man.
But they're both going to be in the championships.
Yeah, they'll both be in the championship, so no matter what goes through, but we'll see. Jacob, I'm assuming you're going blind spotting.
Blind Spotting.
All right. Malcolm,
Blind spotting.
won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, sorry, I got to betray Fred Rogers at blind spotting. It's just that good. So,
JPO?
I gotta go blind spotting.
And Wolf?
I don't worry, Mr. Rogers. I love you. Won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah.
All right. I'm blind spotting and then moving down. So that's in the final four. Creed 2 and searching.
Searching.
Ooh.
All right. Malcolm?
No, I'm gonna go against what I think is a better movie, Searching.
Yeah. Austin?
Creed 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think that I go for Searching right now over Creed 2, but that could change. But for now, I'll say Searching.
JPO?
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say searching.
Wolf?
Searching.
Jacob?
Ooh.
Searching.
All right.
Sweet.
Searching moves on.
Searching
Not
for
a,
the
clean,
final.
it's not a clean sweep. I voted for Creed 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, not quite.
I found it.
8th grade versus
Oh, yeah,
Infinity
great
War. I
Infinity
think.
War.
Yeah. Me, Infinity War. Easy.
Man, it's not easy for me. Ugh.
This is very easy for me.
Very, very easy.
No, it's hard for me,
Austin,
but
you
I'll go
can't
with
say that. You have not seen 8th grade. Okay.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't watch it as many times as I watched Infinity War.
That's
Yeah.
why
You might like the
because he hasn't
movie
seen one of the movies.
Yeah.
My logic here is that like
I'm not a big coming of age guy. I can almost guarantee. I don't even like Stand By Me that much. So
Trust me, I've
Yeah.
talked about it with Austin for like a year now. If he hasn't watched it by now,
probably not
Yeah.
going to see it for a while. Yeah.
logic for me is that I ran out opening day to see Infinity War. I did not do that with 8th grade, so it'll be Infinity War. Jordan.
I'm up. No horn. Infinity War.
Yeah, there's no horn.
Okay. Wolf.
God.
Wolf.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the one I did go to see opening day of both these movies as well as 8th grade. So I'm gonna go for 8th grade.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Jake.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Once again, on the last one here, I would have gone for my logic of trying to go for something different because they're both in the championship, but I would have gone 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
God, this Infinity War is gonna win. Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter though. It's not the championship.
know,
so, I mean,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Midsummer versus
Black
Black
Klansman.
Klansman.
Jordan. Anderson.
Man, these are both kind of culty movies, but I think I'll go with Midsommar. Jordan?
Black Klansman.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, Midsommar.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Black Klansman.
Wow.
Ooh. Malcolm.
Look, they're both already in the championship. I'm going to go for the actual 2018 movie, Black Klansman.
Austin?
I don't care about that. Midsommar.
Yeah. The fun of it is to see how far these movies can go. Like that's what I want to do. Like,
I mean,
the one that's
my
not
logic
20
is this isn't the championship, so
yeah.
yeah.
It's a tie, right?
Jordan, you got the tie. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I got the tie. It's got to be Midsommar.
All right.
Let's go.
Midsommar.
Yeah.
All right. And we got Searching on the other side and Blind Spotting. JPO.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. It's tough.
You might want to try to stay awake for these next couple of matches. They'll be good ones.
This
Or
guy
might-
is great.
Or you might fall asleep before.
Searching.
Searching. Okay.
I was worried you're going to fall asleep before you made your decision.
Yeah, these are. This is. I love Searching, but this is actually an easy one. Blind Spotting. It's just blew me away. Like it blew me away.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm assuming Jacob's going to stick with Blind Spotting, one of his favorite of all time.
Yep.
Okay.
Searching is too, but blind spotting is just.
I know it's higher up for you personally. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Malcolm.
Blind spotting.
I'll go Searching.
And I will go Blind Spotting.
All right. Blind Spotting. Into the finals. Infinity War and Midsommar. Wolf.
Midsommar, easy.
Okay. Jacob.
Infinity War.
Malcolm.
Midsummer.
Austin.
Infinity War.
Oh, come on. Over Midsommar, you're the cult horror guy.
And Infinity War is my number one MCU movie.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Well,
it's in my top 100. Midsommar ain't there yet. It's almost there, but it ain't there.
This is tough.
I haven't watched Midsommar like 20 fucking times. So yeah, I got to be in the right mood to watch Midsommar too.
Well, just because this is not the championship, and then they're already in there, I'll vote Midsommar.
JPO.
Jordan?
No, I can stick with Infinity War.
Yeah.
All right. It's a tie. It goes to JPO.
Infinity War.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. All
Great
right.
movie. Jacob might have a tough time with this one though.
That's debatable.
And guess what, Jacob? You got to go first.
And also, I will say that I dig the Infinity War poster. It's kind of different than the normal.
Technically, Jacob, you said Infinity War was your number one, and Blind Spotting was your number two.
Mm-hmm.
but it's a battle of best versus favorite.
I
So it's
hate. Well, no, this isn't the championship, so that doesn't matter now. That matters tomorrow when I'm not on the panel.
When you're not on it, yeah. So
Yeah, I hate voting against either of these though because they're both top 20. I didn't have this much trouble in the final of my favorite movies. I gotta go with my number one. I gotta go with Infinity War.
ooh, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm going for the logic. I think Infinity War has won a tournament before. I don't think Blind Spotting has. So
Yes,
Blind
it
Spotting.
actually has. Blind Spotting's won before.
Oh, I'm still going Blind Spotting.
Yes,
When did Blind Spotting win?
it's won. I know it's won before. It made it like an upset and won a whole tournament one time. It was somebody's like favorite movie thing or something.
Mm.
Yeah,
It might have been Henry's then, because I think Henry's
something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it could have.
I know it's won a tournament because I was like, oh wow, Blind Spotting won a tournament. Yeah,
Right.
I know it has.
Yeah.
So now what are you voting for, Malcolm? Because it doesn't apply.
Well,
to this.
I still see it. I'm still voting for Blind Spotting.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm going Infinity War.
Yeah, I'm like trying to see real quick. It might take longer than we want to wait, but I'm like going to my flick chart to see like what I have actually ranked higher because yeah, I think I have Blind. Oh no, actually, technically I have Infinity War ranked slightly higher, so Infinity War, I guess.
JPO.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be a toughie. I think we all know Infinity War is great. But let's show some of the blind spotting.
All right. Wolf.
y'all may be going for the dribble, but I'm actually going for the actual important movie, and that is Blind Spotting.
Why is Infinity War drivel?
It's just that's what it is. It's a bunch of just dribble.
Endgame is drivel. Fucking Infinity War.
Okay, Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, sorry, we just enjoy cinema and want to be entertained. We're such plebeians.
Oh, you know what? Shoot, I should have voted Blind Spotting. Now that I see it, I skipped over it. I haven't waited. Like,
Well, you can change we haven't gone
quite a bit higher.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's a tie, and Wolfman has the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Blind Spotting.
switching. Yeah, because Infinity War ranked at number 19 overall. I have Blind Spotting at 11.
Boom. I'm good with Blind Spotting winning.
Ooh, Blind Spotting. Let's go. Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
movie. So I'm not mad about either of these in the championship. So yeah, but yeah, we had a pretty good mix though. We had a horror movie and we had a good drama movie. We had an action movie with Infinity War. So yeah, pretty good mix in our final four. So yeah, but yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. So we got our 16. So we'll duke it out tomorrow night for those of you who are going to be there. And just to remind everyone, we're going 1 hour later for anyone that's going to be there to accommodate for Chance Ellison for his work schedule. So we'll be going at 10 Eastern. So, but we'll go on the horn, do some plugs, and then get out of here for a slightly shorter episode because we had to speed through some of those matches that were like horrible matchups. So JPO, where can we find you?
Awake on this channel right now.
Yes.
What movie wasn't that good this year? Awake on Netflix. Anywho,
Cool.
no, man, find me over at the Peersco. We are knee deep in the 2022 King of ASAT Trivia Tournament coming up soon. I think we got a certain person in the semis.
Certainly.
No, I retired. Remember,
Yeah, that guy. No, then you played last week, Jacob. I never know what you're doing.
it was an exhibition.
This guy.
Yeah. So it's catch Pez in the semifinals, maybe even the finals. Who knows? And if Pez does get through the semis, maybe he'll be facing me. Who knows? We'll see if we can get through our next matches, as well as reviews, countdowns over there. Maybe we'll count down the Halloween movies. That's a unique idea. And over at Pierce Wrestling, also some interviews
I love Halloween franchise, but
Yeah.
I can't rank them again for like the 5th time in like 2 weeks. I can't.
I'm Halloween down. I'm Michael Myers out.
I
Yeah,
know, until next year.
it's
Until next year.
it's the end of Halloween.
Or is
Evil
it? Yeah.
lists die tonight. And I always love popping up on here too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for being on and being awake for 3/4 of it. But
I'll take pretty good to these last couple rounds.
yeah, Wolfman, where can we find you?
Yeah, so I was awake through the whole thing.
Well,
awake-
good for you.
Yeah. And I'm going to make a rule of conferring with me about movies that are on tournament fight before we do it, because man. But anyways, this is still a fun matchup. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on, guys. And it's you can find me on my YouTube channel, Mega Movies. As far as what I got coming up on the channel, Awards Roundtable, where I discuss the Oscars type of stuff is coming back, so that's going to be up on the channel again. Another episode of that soon. Plus, I've got some holiday themed stuff coming up for you guys, like Thanksgiving movie ranking, and then also speaking of, I still need to work out a date that we're doing it, but we're going to do a Thanksgiving drinking game with me and Austin.
We'll talk. We might have to do that in the next like day or two just to get it out of the way because my schedule, if you want to, we'll get it out of the way. But drink along.
It's at least really short. It's like an hour and 6 minutes.
I know. That's the only good thing because I don't remember loving that movie, but I'll do it with you. But that means I'll have to watch it and then watch it for the drink along. So I'll have to watch it twice, which I'm not looking forward to because I want to watch it straight just so I know it's coming or whatever. But we'll see. We'll see.
No, I'm not looking for. I haven't seen it yet, so it'll be my first time watching it if I watch it like tomorrow or something. And then it'll be So, but you can look forward to that. And many more videos coming your way. So
yeah,
nice, sounds good. Well, Jacob, where can we find you?
I'm around.
You're still hanging around. All right. Malcolm.
You can find me on Tape Free Production hosting top Rankum on Sunday. It'll be top 12 dramas of the 2000s. And yeah, I mean, and on a side note, like when I compiled this list, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have done the poll, but Jordan was the one that wanted to do the poll.
Yeah.
And I would have had Don't Worry,
like,
and I would have had Don't Worry, he
input.
wouldn't get far put on there. And to answer Brian's question in the chat, like Paddington 2 and The Rife, like while they were 2018 movies, I did some tricky thing to end up moving them down to 2017 because they technically had some kind of release in 2017. So
did you count that with Revenge too? I'm just curious because I think Revenge had like an international.
I don't know what the hell Revenge is. So
it is a French film that is like badass rape. It's you'd actually love it, Jordan. It's like brutal, but like.
Wait, what list would that be on?
Yeah.
It would be on 2018, but it had an international release in 2017.
Oh, okay.
That's why
I mean, never say never. I'm willing to give things a shot.
The Justin Bieber documentary?
Yeah. No, not never say never.
No.
No. Which I did have to sit through because I did have a younger sister when that thing came out for her birthday.
My sister bought that as a
theaters.
gag gift for me one time for my birthday, and I was like,
yeah. But Austin, what can we find?
Yeah, so I'll be in that ASAT, semifinal. Ant versus Pez. I like it. That'll be good. I think we're on pretty similar levels, so that should be a really good match. Actually, we both scored 14 or 15 points in like each of our matches, so I think it'd be pretty close. Got some movie battleground stuff coming up, so you can check that out over on TMG. And I'll be on with Malcolm on Rankum on Sunday. And me and Wolfman might be doing that sooner rather than later, as far as the Thanksgiving thing, just because of I work retail and next week is Thanksgiving week, so I'll probably be pretty busy. So I need to probably get that out of the way. So and I don't want to be hungover for those. so I'd rather do it this week where I've got 2 days off in a row, potentially do it where I have the next day off so I can recover because I had a hangover last night. that goddamn Halloween Kills thing, so I'm anticipating the same. So we'll see. So yeah, we'll talk after the show, Wolfman. But yeah, so all that plus whatever on here. I won't be here tomorrow night because I got prior obligations. But yeah, I'll be on the franchise thing on Friday though. So yeah, that'll be good.
Sounds good. Yeah, and you can find us on all the social medias as always. Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group where we're the most active of any of our social medias over there. There'll be a poll coming out sometime in the next like 2 to 4 days after we do our championship. We'll kind of see how soon we can get that out, but there will be one, so just watch for that. And I am working on trying to get some more snack heroes. I encourage everyone to go check out my promo that's live up on the channel where I spread out all my snacks, and you can see a little preview of like a ton of snacks that I have. So maybe Thursday I'm hoping to, but I got a busy work schedule, so I can't say that 100%. I'm going to try to, but if not Thursday, maybe Saturday. So, and then you can go check out our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/moviehero. We have all kinds of exclusives over there. We have an extended schedule that I just posted that goes clear until like mid-April. So if you want to see an extended look and be one of the first to sign up for some of those episodes, you got to be a Patreon member. And I'm going to be releasing extended schedules every month and exclusive episodes like the one we have coming up this Monday. We're doing best wrestling intro songs of all time, and
with two guys on this one, two of our lonely marks.
Yeah, so because it's on Patreon, we're not going to get any copyright strikes. We hope. Like somebody messaged me saying be a little careful about this. It'll be a test. I don't think we will, but we'll see how it goes. And we want to play all the songs though. We already have some playlists made and ready to go. So yeah, that'll be a fun time. And then just a little preview of what we have coming up on for tournament fights and tier ranker. We have on Friday, we have our movie franchise championship episode. And there'll just be a half bracket of all the movie franchises, the 3 or more in the series that got voted into that one. Then coming up next week, we're going to be doing Richie Good Cares, top 128, another friend of the show. We're starting his 128. For Thanksgiving, we'll be doing movies with awkward family scenes or like awkward family dinners, that type of thing. Then we'll have Brian Nussbaum's top 128 Favorite Movies Championship coming up. And then shortly after, we'll be doing Richie's Top 128 Part 2, and then JPO's Top 128 Championship. So we're just going to do those right in a row to kind of get those out of the way, and then we'll be back to some more original topics soon after. But also, we do have Ross Bristow's Top 64. So he has not done a Top 64, so we're going to give him one of those. We have Best Christmas Characters of All Time coming up. And then just a couple of extra bonus ones I'll throw in there. We'll be getting to our best movies of 2017, a lot sooner than you think, about a month from now. And then we have our 3-way battle that's going to be Spielberg v. Scorsese v. Tarantino movies. So that's kind of
you have to get me on for that episode because
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take, since Tarantino's got a smaller filmography, it'll be all of Tarantino's movies, and then probably like 25 or so of each of Scorsese and Spielberg movies, essentially.
Yeah.
So something like that. So like we won't do the entire filmography of each of those guys, but basically the most recognizable of both those guys.
So the Post, Bridge of Spies.
If we have to scrape into those, I'm going to try not to.
yeah.
No, a little bit more like
not
Jurassic
quite
Park, Schindler's List, Jaws, and then on the other side, again, the most famous ones.
Yeah.
Goodfellas, your Raging Bulls, your King of Comedies, things like that. So yeah,
Wolf of Wall Street, all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, but that should be a good one because there'll be a lot of bangers in there. So that'll be make for a rough tournament for sure. But all of Tarantino, we might even debate. I don't know. Should we include Tarantino's written ones like From Dusk Till Dawn or True Romance? I don't know.
Yeah, we
could throw them in just for fun.
I mean,
Did it for
it
fun.
might make. I
I'll
mean,
get
it
bored with
might
it.
make it slightly more balanced between the three.
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
add, because
Yeah.
it's
A little more
limited
balanced.
that and Natural Born Killers, that would add extra 3 just for fun.
Yeah.
So we could do that. So we could do that just to balance it out a little more.
My best friend's birthday.
No, not that one.
No.
I don't think even Tarantino will want that one, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Are you going
yeah.
to include the one episode of CSI Tarantino directed?
No.
I don't. Do we want to include 4 Rooms? No, 4 Rooms is bad.
No.
Bad. Ugh.
No, we'll include the good stuff. But
Yeah.
but that'll do it for us. So thanks again, guys. So for JPO, for Wolfman, for Jacob Barber, for Malcolm, for Austin, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.